Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Mythos Monday. How you doing, man?
I'm great. How are you? Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
It was mediocre.
We'll do the bit here up
Just
front.
kidding. Yeah, that's right.
Get the people loosened up.
So Thanksgiving in my family is a pretty big holiday.
Yeah.
I had a really big family growing up.
A lot of good food.
A lot of good food. My family likes food. And I don't know, my family's gotten a lot smaller, though. I'm at that weird phase. I don't know if anyone else out there is going through this, but when I was a kid, really big family.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's kind of down to my immediate family, which is getting bigger because like my two older brothers have had kids. My siblings are now married. But like it's still, we had 20 people, but it's still smaller than like historical for us.
The expansive ones.
Yeah, but I feel like we're about to be, we'll see. It seems, it was just how it was when I was a kid, but I feel like the family's expanding, but I can see it expanding out, you know?
Uh-huh.
So like
people moving out.
A couple different brothers' kids, when they start having kids, we'll have a really big family, but is there going to be a central connecting point? My grandma was that person in my family.
The matriarch, yeah.
What's your Thanksgiving like at this point?
I think it's always pretty, it's relatively small. It's always been pretty close because we've got, let's see, my grandma had...
That's your maternal or?
Maternal. So my dad's dad died very early of polio, like 4 years old.
Wow.
So then it was Mama, and then she only had...
When your dad was 4.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a second.
4 years now.
That doesn't make any sense.
It'd be hard to make a child if that were the case.
Is this a Benjamin Button situation?
So then there were only 2 kids, and Dad's brother didn't have any kids. So it was just my dad on that side with Jonathan and I. And then Mom's side had 4 kids, but 2 of them did not get married and have children. So then it was just the 2 sisters, Diane and
So that's
Mom.
not a very extensive situation.
Yeah, so it wasn't like, it was always pretty tight. It always felt pretty intimate and small compared to what some of the sprawling gatherings could be.
Yeah, so like my grandma had 5 sisters.
Yeah.
They all got married and all had kids.
There you go.
And my grandma was the central point, so they would all, we'd have 60, 70 people sometimes. She had a second and third oven in her garage.
Wow.
So that you could cook enough food to
That's
have
incredible.
These gatherings. Yeah.
I kind of love that.
And I just thought that's how it was. And it was the kind of thing, there's so much food and so many people that like everyone kind of just invited people. Where it was like,
it was just like a party.
You know, it's like, you know, someone from college or something that doesn't have anywhere to go for Thanksgiving. It's like, oh, I'd bring 4 or 5 people home from college kind of a situation.
Well, that feels appropriate.
Yeah.
It feels in the spirit, right?
It was really nice. It's very different now.
Okay.
Yeah. But overall good. Enjoyable.
Favorite food item from the holiday weekend? 2
notable things, actually. I didn't know I liked it. I used to be, as you were aware, I used to be very picky with what I ate. Right? My Thanksgiving plates used to be very brown.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
Potatoes,
like
turkey,
the UPS
gloves.
Food
That's right.
Plates.
You know, just very, very brown.
What can brown do for you?
But the one of the things I've learned to like over the years is sweet potato fries, which are one of the greatest things on the planet. But my mom makes a sweet potato casserole. And
okay, we gotta talk about this.
Historically,
is it marshmallows, pecans, brown sugar, that kind of thing?
There's like a thick layer of sweet potato something. On top of that layer is like nuts of some kind and brown sugary tasting
so you're
stuff.
Going sweet with it, yeah.
That whole thing. And you know, I like sweet things, so like incredible.
Orange juice in there, orange
I have
peel,
no idea.
orange zest.
I just put it on the plate and went on.
This, yeah.
I'm not, as you're probably aware by this point, I don't ask a lot of detailed questions. It's just like, oh, this is great.
Vision guy.
You know, I asked how long she's been making it, who she learned to make it from. The other notable thing is there was this like homemade chocolate pie. One of the best pies I've ever had.
Chocolate cream?
Randomly.
And meringue on top?
It was actually Cool Whip.
Okay.
Which I like.
Was it presented without Cool Whip and it was added as a dollop, or it was a layer?
It was a layer that looked like... I thought it was going to not be Cool Whip. I'll tell you that much. But it was just like the crust was fresh and the chocolate tasted
graham cracker crust, or was it classic pastry?
Classic pastry.
Okay.
But tasted like a real pastry. I think it was actually from like a... either Dutch or like some sort of what do you call it even?
Culture?
No, like
food tradition?
There's like my mom brought it, she didn't make it. She bought it from a place that makes it. that was like in Claremore, like
Amish bakery.
There it is, like that. It reminded me of that. I couldn't think of it. That was the word that was not clicking.
Interesting. Was it like a chocolate pudding, like a set up pudding style thing?
It was more like a set pudding.
Okay, right on. That's a classic chocolate pie.
And it was just, tasted fresh.
And with the Cool Whip, you get less calories.
That's exactly.
So
I actually
when you're eating chocolate pie, that's
for real though. On that note, because pie is disgustingly caloric.
I imagine.
I looked
at the side of the.
I love pumpkin pie. No one made pumpkin pie this year, but the amount of pie was not super thick. It wasn't like dense. It was like just a nice little layer
kind of pie slice
with like Cool Whip. It wasn't like, I don't know.
So I felt not guilty as well.
That's right. I got done eating and I didn't feel bad.
Great. So you had another piece.
The next day, yes.
That's the way I do
What about you? Were there any notable dishes for you?
I'll tell you what I actually made. I made it. So we hello to everybody in the chat too. It feels like you're just tuning into Zach and I catching up about Thanksgiving, but hey, you kind of are. I mean, that's really what it is.
That's the description I put on though.
Is that what you posted on it? Yeah.
Steve and Zach talk about their favorite foods from Thanksgiving.
We're playing Arkham today for sure. See a lot of you in the chat there. So hello to everyone. We'll officially say hi soon, I'm sure. I'll give you two notable things as well. One is we now have a tradition with Shannon's family, my in-laws, that we cook a turkey in the ground, which is because they camp around Thanksgiving. It's also usually around like an OSU football game in Stillwater. Mm-hmm. This year was Bedlam and OSU won. It was like mind-blowing.
Oh, really?
Good, yeah. By 4 points.
They beat OU.
They beat the Sooners, yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I know. It's rare. They were actually somewhat favored going into
Hold on. I don't follow college football super much. I'm sad that I missed this.
Yeah.
But last I saw, like, OU was like top 10. OSU was close.
Yeah, that's pretty standard.
Do you know what the rankings are at this point? Does anyone chat?
I haven't seen the rankings since, but I think most people said OSU would go to number 5. And then depending on the next week, if they win their next week against Baylor and one other team loses in the top 4,
they would
make it into the playoffs. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. They haven't won a championship since 1945.
Yeah.
And in fact, apparently that was a fake championship because Army, it was 1945, and the Army football team was apparently like crushing, but they couldn't play because they were in the Army. Or something like that.
It's like an asterisk because of World War II.
So they gave it like OSU is the best team that isn't engaged in active combat.
Yeah. Well,
so I don't even know if that's true. But all that to say, so they go out there and camp, and it was like, so we build a fire really early in the morning, get this coal bed going, dig a hole, like classic pit style cooking, which I'd never gotten to do before we started doing it a few years ago. And you dig a hole, and then you put all your coals in the bottom of it, and then you put your Dutch oven with your turkey and some broth. I
saw video footage of this.
And then you put more coals in, and then we cover it, and then build a little fire on top to kind of seal it in. Sit there for 3-ish hours, pull it out. It's like an oven.
So when you are pulling it out, obviously you don't have a way to check the internal temperature to see if it's cooked. So you just have to hope.
You just know. I mean, like I think we do like afterwards. You can check it and see if it's like not enough, and that sucks. That hasn't happened because I think it's like 250 degrees in the hole for like 3 hours. So you imagine something sitting in a place that's 250 degrees. Mm-hmm. How it doesn't get to 160 is hard to imagine.
It would be hard to imagine.
So it was great as usual. And then I made a from scratch green bean casserole. You've had green bean casserole before? You probably didn't try it. If I'm guessing.
I have tried it.
Mr. Brown.
So I went on once I decided I like sushi. I started retrying everything.
Now it's time for green beans, yeah.
And I do not like the green bean casseroles I've had, but I don't like green beans in general.
Well, it's canned green beans and cream of mushroom soup, usually how it's done. So, and then those little French's fried onions in the little container, So, I found a recipe.
You use like organic, local green beans?
You just make it all from scratch. So you fry your own onions, and then you make your own mushroom sauce instead of using the cream of mushroom, and then you cook the green. You start with fresh green beans. You blanch them, and then you don't have the super soggy, like disappear into nothingness green beans. They have some snap to them. They taste like green beans. Turned out phenomenally.
The romance in the description of that.
Yeah,
I'm very interested in trying that.
All right,
but I feel like that kind of hits on some of the stuff you've been talking about lately, which is like
it's the romance.
What we have now is like
a turkey, a
shadow of what we had in the past, and so let's return to our roots.
People trying to make it easy, and it is easier. And cheaper.
But the art of living, man.
But if you can really just grab onto,
as an example, things. Like there could have been a frozen chocolate pie from Sam's Club or something, and instead,
easier.
It was lovingly crafted by someone. I could tell I was eating real food.
Yeah.
Someone's saying that I'm louder than you.
Are you?
Which is a miracle. That's Newson saying that.
Well, did somebody walk in and change this over the weekend? Did you change the setup over the weekend?
It's not April Fool's. I would like to do that someday, though.
Are you actually sitting at the table for the first time?
I mean, I feel normal. You know what? You were saying you felt like you were not seated in the appropriate space.
Usually you're back about halfway to the wall when you're talking to me in the microphone.
Does this sound more normal?
No, yeah.
I'm like off screen now.
I think levels
look at this. Look at the shot of me, kind of like over there, where I'm like almost off the screen, just like casually sitting to the side looking.
Levels look good.
Stephen Topless, the hero of the stream, saying it sounds fine. Galactus saying that is romance.
I'll give me one. Click.
I'm into it. I more and more lately I've been finding joy in slowing down and doing whatever it is I'm doing and just enjoying it for its own sake.
Yeah.
Even stuff that I don't like.
Even suffering.
That's
the key.
Like, I don't know, mowing the lawn.
That's the Eastern philosophy dream that I learned throughout all of my pursuits in school and life, is that if you can be as romantic about things that are awful, you'll be truly enlightened. You can be sitting there, that the old thing where the monks in protest would sit down and light themselves on fire and not move. You know what I'm saying? If you can be still in agony, it's like the Gom Jabbar in Dune.
That's right. The box.
Yeah, I mean it's all there. It's all here.
Yeah, if you can be still in agony, yes, then there's something you tapped into something.
Didn't they say something about in Star Wars? Trust your feelings even when life is down.
I just trust your feelings.
But it was a shortened version, I'm sure.
Use the Force, Luke. Yeah. I mean, Yoda did all the basically hitting Luke on the head literally with his stick.
Yeah.
And being like, you're always focused on the future. It'd be where you're at.
Yeah.
Like helping people around you.
Is not great. Yeah. Sometimes Robert's watching Maid because my wife said that he should, and realizing that it is terribly sad.
Oh, it's just dramatically sad.
It's a TV show that is obviously extremely well done, and
are there any notable stars?
I don't know. I can't watch. I can, but I watched a little bit of it. But Shannon's really into it. My wife's really into it. She's in therapy, and
she's a therapist.
Yes, that's right. She's in the field of therapy.
She may well be going to therapy too. Yeah, it's a healthy thing to do.
But it's kind of this. You actually get an all too real look at the mounting and unrelenting obstacles of somebody in a bad situation, whether it's an abusive relationship / low income / single mother, and you're actually following the story of her with all the best intentions, attempting to do what's best and finding all the experiencing every possible roadblock that you don't understand if you're not in that situation. And so it's exceedingly illuminating in that it's so real.
Yeah, but almost too real.
Well, if given the option to not have to think about that on a very visceral basis, I would opt for something that is strictly more enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
But I think she likes it a lot because there's a catharsis to it that somebody's actually producing something that's realistically portraying this level of human condition, and that it can potentially be motivating for others to kind of understand what other people may well be going through.
I assume there's some deep psychological explanation for the kind of person that is motivated by seeing how awful something is versus someone who is inspired by something that is very positive and reinforcing, right?
Yeah, maybe. And it may be less grand than that. I just don't like to feel bad. So maybe that's...
I think that makes some people actually feel bad.
Yeah?
Whereas other people wouldn't feel bad.
Maybe it doesn't make her feel bad. Maybe not. But she's just so exposed to it on a daily basis. Why would you take it?
And her tolerance for that is probably way higher.
Yeah.
Because she's we're playing a game.
Yeah, that's true.
You get done with this and it's that was really intense. Cthulhu was going to get us.
Hey, man, this game can be crazy.
It can. But
it can make me feel weird.
I feel like it's a lot less dark.
Yeah, it's a little less dark.
I do want to mention, I finally got cajoled into watching a show that I absolutely love and adore. It's called Ted Lasso. Have you seen this?
Okay, so like, no. But you're like, everyone just keeps saying it.
They
just keep saying it. And it's like Apple TV, like that's all. It's been a failed project for years. But I guess I have to finally try it.
You know me. I like Apple. That's no secret. I got a year free of Apple because when I had to replace my laptop last year.
Yeah.
And I like there's the show with Jennifer Aniston, Reese Witherspoon about the news, and Michael Scott.
What? This is a show?
It's a show. It's really great.
Really?
That was one of the first things
I
they
love
did.
those people. Yeah.
It's looking at the news and in like a dramatic. Anyways, what's the name of that show? If you know the name of that show, post it.
Chat knows it for sure.
But at the time, there really wasn't much else that was like exclusive to Apple TV where it's like, this is worth doing. I still have my year free of Apple TV. I kept hearing about the show. And it's just delightful. Very well written, very enjoyable. Makes you just feel good.
Okay. I mean, that's good. That's good television in a lot of ways.
It's really just, I was surprised. Everyone kept saying it was great. And it's like, okay, fine. I get it.
Yeah.
I watched the preview. It's like, I don't know.
It doesn't really present a hook.
No.
So much.
But man, from the first episode, for me, it was just like the main character is seemingly so good.
Okay.
And you just want to root for them,
I mean, I'm into it. It's just it's added to the list, but I'll do it. I got an Apple login from somebody.
It's like 25, 30-minute episodes.
Okay, that's easier.
It feels, the thing is, you watch it and it's like refreshing and not like, oh man.
Mm-hmm.
They're those shows.
I love the refreshing. That's what I'm into these days. I'm an old sad person now. Morning show or morning news?
Morning show. I think it's the morning show.
Yeah, morning show. Yeah.
That is not
worth watching.
As uplifting, more dramatic, but also very enjoyable.
All right. Well, hey, let's get to the chat here. Let's say hello to everybody. Alex Becker says greetings. Alex, I hope your mail route's going well today. Philip Canada. I said, hey, DC, I want to say thank you for your Arkham videos. They kept me sane during my unemployment. Starting a new job next week, grabbing investigator tokens to celebrate the new career.
Congratulations.
That's amazing. Hey, congratulations. We're thankful for that. That's awesome. That's awesome progress. I hope it's a great gig and that it's enriching.
That's really phenomenal.
Stephen Toppa said, hope everyone in the U.S. had a good Thanksgiving. I can only hang around for the first hour, so hopefully it will be fun. Well, sorry to waste half of it on story time with Zach.
You said
and
Topless?
Steven. Yeah.
This is the guy who summarized everything.
Stopless.
In fact, Stopless summarized last session, which I'm going to read in a minute.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow, friend of the show.
Just to catch us up,
I mean, basically, he's doing more work than Bryce at this point.
Hey, Bryce. See, we need the Bryce cam.
I know. Wouldn't that be nice to cut to Bryce right now?
I will say, in the spirit of thanks, Bryce is the unsung hero of this stream.
Yeah.
Jonathan did the fancy technology bit.
Yeah,
But Bryce, for a year and a half, has been running those hard yards.
Yeah, you've been staring into the void, typing in names of cards as they're set on the stream.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
And I'll have you know that Jonathan's working on a new system that is automating that. And we will not share it with any other streamers out there. It'll be a competitive advantage.
We just have to patent it.
Yeah, we'll patent it.
We can do whatever we want with it.
We'll patent it, and then everybody can stream.
That's right.
Images.
For the low price of $9.99 a month. It's great.
20 at least.
Okay,
20. 30? What's $9.99? I mean, I got to take a gas for $10 today.
The thing about it is you got to think.
Gallon of gas.
The people who would use that software / system are like content creators who are making content for these games that we love. So like,
but what if people watch them instead of us?
That's fine.
Then we'll be out on the street. David said, "What's up, Zach? What's up, Steven? All about that cool to pie to crust ratio."
It's important.
A lot of good. Shogo said Bama and Georgia are playing each other, so someone in the top 4 will lose.
So
just
then
needs to win something. Yeah.
Number 5 would slide right in there.
They still do this college football thing. They just have to add some level of subjectivity where they have the
coaches vote.
16 coaches and an executive producer at CBS and a couple of cousins get a vote. I don't know how it works, but somehow they choose the 4 best teams to play each other, and there's always just exceeding amounts of drama. It used to not even have that playoff. You remember? They were just the coach would be like, "These are the best teams."
So for a long time, that is part of why it was not interesting to me.
Yeah,
as a sport, it's sort of weird to have college kids being so commercialized and making none of the money.
Didn't they change that recently, where they can get paid for endorsement deals and stuff?
So that was always a little weird for me. But then primarily it was if my team loses a game, they're just out for the season. Didn't like that a whole lot.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Playoff system is better
institutions of learning are so consumed by athletics.
I dislike that.
Follow the money.
Yeah.
Zabor says, I blame both of you for getting me into this game. Picked up the core set and some investigator starter decks.
Welcome.
Not sorry.
I don't feel bad about that
it's
whatsoever.
Great. Now, Nova's also piping in per the accepting suffering comment. This is a very Catholic philosophy as well. Accepting suffering leading to eternal bliss, i.e. the passion of Christ. The perfect example. Which, again, I will write that paper one day. That surrender/acceptance is the universal religion. But I'm not going to write it today.
Is writing philosophy papers kind of the retirement plan?
Yeah.
I like that.
And the active employment plan currently. I mean... Just writing all the time. I'm not actually writing. I'm thinking a lot, but I'm not capturing it like I used to.
Yeah.
You ever do that thing where you're going to start a journal?
A long time ago.
And then it's like, I write like an entry a year that's like, all right, I'm going to get back into journaling.
I'm going to really get into this.
And then I just check.
I mean, I do have a lot of journals from like 18 to 23 or 4.
That's a pretty good time, really.
But it's really, and I sent you some pictures from way back when I was going through all that stuff. And like it is very cool, but that is the perfect like example of long-term thinking being so difficult for humans. Because like I know it's worth doing, but man, 5 minutes a day even is hard to commit to anything.
It's true, and then I think we kind of got sidelined with the social media thing. We kind of started feeling like we were capturing enough, and then I stopped doing the social media. I didn't pick up the journaling, so
I do take a lot of pictures.
Black hole of history. Yeah, that's worth it.
Yeah.
Miso.
To be fair, though, we're also now on stream 4 days a week.
Yeah, that's right. You can hear about my Thanksgiving.
That's
right now, Steven, 10 years in the future. If you're watching this, wow, how weird is that?
It's kind of our live journal. Yeah.
How old are you? You're 44 years old. Hopefully you're watching in a spirit of enjoyment and not sadness. Ted Lasso, Misa says, really good. I was surprised at how much I liked it. Ted's optimism is great. So that apparently is good. Jason B, hey guys, how y'all doing?
What up?
What up, Jason? I really like Arkham Horror and have beat the game multiple times. Now, how do you beat the game?
Well, you got Steve Kimmel.
There's always more. There's always more game. There's always more game. It's like Ghosts and Goblins. They send you back through. Dylan K, hola guys. What show are you talking about? Hard to say.
Probably morning show and or Ted Lasso.
Johnny, I'm asking about the holiday tokens. We believe the delivery may be here today, which means they'll be launching likely this week. So stick around. And then I think, is it next week? We're probably going to do a stream using all the holiday stuff. If they're in.
Presumably, yeah. Which means next Monday could well be a Mythos Monday.
Yeah, hey, we're thinking about trying to get this campaign done. Obviously, I'm not doing a very good job of it here because we're not playing it right now. But we're going to try to get, I think, each scenario done before the end of the year is the idea.
Yeah, because we'll take at least 2 weeks off at the end of the year from streaming completely. Would rather not take another huge break in between this campaign somewhere.
I agree with you.
But, if Stopless keeps doing his thing, we could take as long a break as we need.
Stopless is going to carry us however it goes, I'm sure. Bullet says, you guys into the Get Back documentary? It was amazing. So much Beatles, so good.
Have you heard of this?
No.
Wait,
did we talk about this already?
I don't think so. It's a 6-hour. I haven't seen it yet. I love the Beatles and I want to watch it. It's done by Peter Jackson.
Okay. Like Lord of the Rings Peter Jackson or Hobbit Peter Jackson?
Well, Peter Jackson only got brought into The Hobbit because the original people were failing. You know that story?
Yes.
So there was like
I heard that
80% in, and they were like, "This is
train
awful."
wreck.
So then they had to like bring him in to like try to recover it. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
it didn't exactly work that way, did it?
Peter Jackson from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
You mentioned the best work by the artist. You know what I mean? Like Anyways, like you don't say Taylor Swift of Christmas Tree Farm.
Did you hear that? I saw it was out. I didn't listen to it.
What was that?
Christmas Tree Farm. The show.
Apparently, she did a Taylor's version.
Yeah, I know. Oh, from the original.
Which is her singing it now, which would probably be way better. That was my. Anyways, so it's a 3-part, 6-hour documentary. That they have like I think a couple 100 hours of footage.
Wow.
That the Beatles recorded. When they did the rooftop concert?
Yeah, they're a pretty popular band.
Yeah, so it's like leading up to that moment apparently.
Okay.
And he basically went in and like colorized and like edited the footage and like super cleaned up apparently, so that it like looks better.
Interesting.
And everyone's been saying it's phenomenal.
Okay. I like the Beatles. They're pretty good. Benjamin Lyons, we could charge a royalties per percent of stream for our streaming servers. That makes sense.
Of the fictitious money that all the streamers are earning.
That's right. Jason B is making his or her own Marvel Champion cards. Excuse me, their own Marvel Champions cards now while watching. Have fun.
Nice.
/ having fun. So that's good. Dysphoria said, hello. I almost forgot it was Arkham Horror Day. That's right. It is Mythos Monday. Misa, you must write. Thinking is not enough. You need to articulate and organize your thoughts. Yeah, we'll tell that.
I mean, I
to the world of social media, would you?
I definitely, right. I definitely, we used to blog a lot more.
Yeah.
And
it's helpful.
Having to blog about a game or a concept. We're doing this Fab Foundation series too. Mm-hmm. And to produce those, it is making me think about things differently because you have to be able to explain it.
Yeah, definitely. And
can't feel your way through that.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't work. Yeah. Like tempo. Dysphoria, you guys could read the journals 5 minutes every day on the stream. It could be the kickoff section.
That's kind of what we do anyway. We
the
talk
fireside
about,
chat.
Like even now, it's like, man, what did I think about Ted Lasso when it first came out? It's like I can go back and watch this stream and I will know, or anybody forever.
We could also, go back and look at your thoughts on Christmas Tree Farm.
That's
Taylor Swift.
That's right. It's all there for anyone that wants to dig through hours and hours of that content. Assuming YouTube stays around, that's another fear.
It could go, man.
Just
it could go. All things are fleeting. Shogo says the holiday stuff, including the spider board. That's correct. Yeah, the spider board is coming as well. Nathan Daly would love to see a return to Forgotten Age after the break. The return to box.
I'm assuming we're going to be going to the end of the earth.
Yeah, probably. Although we just have the player cards right now. We're still waiting on the campaign expansion.
Coming out this week.
Yeah, I think it's happening soon. Yeah, supposedly. That's the problem. That whole thing is crazy. If they had just shipped them together, they would have saved the world so much time.
If it actually ends up being delayed somehow, it's going to be the most Asmodee thing possible.
Yeah, pretty standard. You get some grace with the pandemic these days, but, not exactly a...
I feel like that's a scapegoat that's gotten a little too much action.
Eventually, it's got to go, right? Funkula got my shipment of Edge of the Earth player cards. Thanks. Thank you, Funkula, so much for the support, for being a part of the service. Excuse me, damn it. Edge of the Earth coming out next week or this week or next. I will tell you what I know about this, having looked at the little warehouse in there, if you can call it that, and spoken to Ops Man himself.
Mr. Hops.
There's words about it coming out this week, but I will tell you that it is not shipped to us yet.
It's supposed to be. But, the world's full of supposed to.
It's supposed to be in one hand and Edge of the Earth, etc. Igor Toscano speaking of Peter Jackson. I saw that Viggo Mortensen is now as old as Ian McKellen was when the first Lord of the Rings movie released. Yeah. Nice little tidbit.
They did the guy that plays Olaf in Let It Go, Josh Gad, did a video that's like an hour long. And it was with all the Lord of the Rings people. And, he started with, I think Sam and Frodo. And then slowly brought in a bunch of people.
Okay.
From Gandalf to Aragorn to Arwen to
Boromir,
Sean Bean. It was really cool.
Yeah.
But in that video, Aragorn is looking older. Yeah. I mean, he was already not young in that movie.
Yeah.
I think it was in his, mid 40s or something. So now he would be it's been 20 years.
Yeah, because elves don't really age either. So it's really hard to suspend your disbelief at that point. Yeah. He's definitely not an elf, actually. He was just an actor all along. No, not Aragorn.
Aragorn's half.
He's half elf.
Yeah.
So he should age gracefully, right?
Yeah. He should have an extended human life.
But he never really has to die.
Yes.
Half elves will die.
That was well, as far as we know, yeah.
What if he's fully elven and fully human?
But maybe he just sails west. Who knows what happens then?
Maybe. Russell House, more Fab Foundations coming. Yes. There's one on YouTube.
It would actually be really funny if we only did one episode. Yeah. It'd be kind of like coast to coast.
Yeah, exactly. David Coe, as a teacher, explaining a thing requires understanding it very deeply. I agree. Thomas Morton got the Hood scenario over the weekends. That's awesome. It's a good scenario. Alex Becker, TC Reacts channel incoming. LOL.
It's
just us reacting to Tay-Tay.
Bo Burnham reacting to himself in the thing.
It's just perfect.
If you haven't seen that, that's a good one to watch.
It's just perfect.
My wife didn't understand it. I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, well, you gotta have a certain level of depravity to understand that comedy. Brian next says, greetings, gentlemen. What's up, Brian? And then I think it's time to play.
To the table.
Jeff Smith, yeah.
Can we get to the Batman phone? Answer it, put it back down and be like, to the table.
So funny. I'm looking forward to seeing you try the new campaign, says Jeff Smith from QC. It's his quality control division of the stream. It's my favorite by a good margin. I truly adore it. Eager to see how you fare with it.
Huh.
So, favorite already.
That's good. Good sign.
Impressive.
Well, hey, let me read this stop list summary real quick.
Yeah. Do we have to add experience stuff to our stuff?
I thought we did that. We'll see what stop list has to say about it. After remembering a man named Osiris ordering someone to take the relics you found in Devil Reef to the Lighthouse, you and Alina head there in Dawson's car. Remember? The car chase?
Yeah, there's a chase.
While trying to find the correct route, you were chased down by the horror of Devil Reef and several pulsing motorists. Zach has to jump out of the car and flee on foot, leaving Steven to all the enemies. After Zach scouts out the final fork in the road, he finds the road too bumpy and trips over, knocking himself out.
Yeah.
Steven had an amazing turn, dodging all the enemies and managed to speed to the lighthouse. You park down the road and sneak toward the lighthouse. ...
Yeah, Zach and I were definitely reflecting on how this campaign, more than any of our previous ones, maybe it's because we're just worse, is about winning the scenario and not treating each other well. Like, you might have to die for us to win.
We've had a lot of self-sacrificial moments.
There's been a lot of sacrifice.
It's really what? I'm going to take this one for the team. Like when you sped off on that boat without me.
Yeah.
I knew.
Yeah, in fact, it's almost the exact same scenario where it's like, if you get out here, you can do some recon, and then I'll come back and pick you up, and then I never show up. Yeah. Basically, that's happened twice now.
But, you're probably distracted and busy, and people are shooting at you and stuff.
That's very understanding. I think just don't trust Silas with a vehicle.
Or just don't trust Silas.
All right, maybe.
Crimson-tinted fog bathed the sky as you reach the gatehouse of Falcon Point. Atop the cliffs above you, the lighthouse beacon pierces through the mist. Considering the state of Innsmouth, you wonder what the purpose the signal serves now. You doubt there are any ships out at sea, given the inclement weather. Somewhere inside is the evidence you found weeks ago. You suspect that Osiris, the man who captured you and left you in that pit to die, also resides within. Are you ready? Agent Harper asks. We have no real escape route here. Should things go south, be prepared for anything. You nod. It's too late to turn back now. Steadily, you make your way toward the cliffs. One way or another, this ends today. Okay.
Now, and this is we're still confronting things that happened in the past.
I think this is the present.
Okay, we're here.
Yeah, because if you spend experience, you know that we're...
Okay. That's a good way to put it. Now, did we? How many you got in your deck?
About 30 cards.
That's pretty funny.
4, 5.
I have us on 4 experience we need to spend.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Should be 19 total.
I've only spent 14.
So you have 5
so I saved one.
Yep. Yeah, you're a saver.
5 to spend.
Which means I definitely have some to spend. I like this too. Tim saying, Stop List inspired me to write these for my own campaign. To write those summaries. It's super helpful.
It is extremely helpful. All right, let's look at the deck.
I'm keeping the bow in, obviously.
The bow bros.
The bow bros. I feel like I need a better weapon, but I'm not excited about any of my options there.
I need to get rid of the. I know exactly what I'm cutting.
See, like, where does Dark Horse Silas go after the fire axe, or is that the problem? Maybe that's the problem.
He just gets to the fire axe and is done.
Maybe you don't. I mean, maybe you just rely on brute force and the occasional ornate bow. 1, 4. We're like Frank and Peter. They would help me with this. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Feed the mind, you're gone.
Yeah, right. So I need 4. I need to spend 4. I might just keep double unexpected courage and call it a day.
I've got 5, eh? I'm just
here so I don't get fined. I might do another stroke of luck. I liked how that was working. Zach, you apparently should look at divination, and I should be looking at a bunch of exile cards.
Is divination from the new set?
Oh, probably. Do we even have the Edge of the Earth cards yet?
I have the box in there.
But we're not implementing them yet. I don't think we have them on the pops. I don't think, because like we're not running the campaign yet. So we'll just stick to the classics here. Chainsaw, yeah, you know, it's like you need a one-hander that plays on the no money thing, but I think Fire Axe is the only one. Probably makes sense ultimately.
How do you feel about the Jewel of Aurolus?
What's it do? Oh yeah, it's that thing you can't pronounce, or it makes it sound like a naughty word.
I mean, loosely.
I always call it Aureolus.
That is Aureolus?
Aureolus.
That's right, right?
That's totally fine.
Yeah.
Aureolus.
We've arrived.
Naughty. He even says that. I could also always upgrade my emergency caches, because like I'm playing a fine game right now. I'm not worried about it. I can tell you, this Silas net, Silas harpoon thing, it ain't really working for me. It's like it's a very convoluted way of doing
the same thing.
Some weird stuff. If you committed one or more skills to the skill, let's go to the table. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have we trademarked table talk yet as a show?
I don't think we've trademarked very little.
I see someone's been in here, man. Like our camera's off. It's in the wrong position. It's also tilted wrong, and apparently the levels were off.
Did John come in?
I don't think so. I don't think so. What was the last thing we streamed?
Skytear? You zoomed out, maybe?
Maybe. I don't know, man. Something weird in the water today. I could finally cut this Mariner's Compass. Not that I want to. What do we need more of? Fighting?
Winning?
We're doing okay at winning. Only just though. Like it's not awesome. We're not comfortably winning at all. It's down to the wire every time. Can I just cut out the net and harpoon and weakness? I would prefer to do that.
Man, I want to play the Council's Coffer. The Council's Coffer every time.
Every time. It was designed by Arkham and family. I'm cutting these. They're contributing nothing. I'm done with them. Time Worn Brand is a good option. It is a good option. But is it still busted? Is it still just like so obviously too good that it's annoying? Because that was the problem last time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 22, 23, 24, 25, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 31. That makes sense. Okay. So we're doing that. How good is Defiance, though?
What's Defiance do?
I'm just gonna run 2 Defiance because I love the purple cards. I can't get away from it, man. Defiance is a wild skill that ignores the effects of all bad tokens aside from the tentacle. So if it's like, if you draw a tablet, this thing happens. Doesn't happen.
It actually doesn't.
Nothing happens. Yeah, it's like a say no card, which I like, obviously. I just got so many skill cards, you know? Ooh, I could upgrade the backpack. Now let's not sleep on that. We're not here to make the best decisions, right? We're here to make decisions.
We're just here so we don't get fined.
We're just here so we don't get fined.
All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put a Council's Coffer in.
Okay, now that's what I'm talking about.
So it's a relic that costs 0.
Yeah.
So I can.
It's got 2 locks on it.
I have so many things that get it out, and I just can't help myself.
Yeah, you got to. Okay, good.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, it's one of those games. Okay, you're really setting a tone here, man.
You know?
You're really setting a tone.
I'm just here so I don't get fined. What's the difference between the Chthonian Stone and the 3 experience Chthonian Stone?
Probably like a draw or something. How many charges does it have?
Oh. So you'd have to reveal 3 tentacles to not have the token stay out. That's crazy.
Yeah, in a 2-player game, it's unheard of.
Yeah, it's just a permanent removal.
Although sometimes we do find a way.
Let's just upgrade my...
Madame LeBron. I'm running these track shoes, but heaven help me, it's hard to play them. You got any? Do you have the chest in here?
The tome?
The tome.
I don't, but I can get it. What do you need?
I don't think we need it. I was thinking about going with upgraded emergency cash. It's just fundamentals.
I have it over here.
Yeah, let's hit it.
It's in my personal tome.
Let's hit it. And I'm throwing 1 Defiance in as well.
I had it on my short list. You see? You just need 1?
Yeah. Is it the 4?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have the draw card one?
What?
There's one that gives you 3 money and draws a card.
No.
You don't?
I mean, I don't have it in my stack.
Here, I'll play it, and we'll just know that that's what it is. It's gain 3 draw card.
I didn't know that existed.
And I believe it's only 2 experience, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Compass. And Defiance. See, that's the problem. It's like sometimes you just don't have the money. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Pay him.
What's unrelenting? I forget it. What's up, David Whitfield? Oh my gosh, the morning guys had a 3-inch cancer cut out of my cheek yesterday, so looking for some nice horror to distract me.
Wow.
Well, David, I hope your recovery is strong and without complication.
That's crazy. It's wonderful that science has gotten to the point where we can deal with that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Hopefully all's well.
I hope so too. I really do. Okay, made some changes. Moving on. We got a Defiance in there. We got an upgraded emergency cash. Everything's looking good.
Ready to proceed to set up.
Proceed to set up. Proceed to set up.
Gather all cards from the following scenarios, etc., etc. The following stacks. All right. Here's what's gonna happen.
Proceed to set up.
It says we need Falcon Point Gatehouse, Falcon Point Cliffside, Lighthouse Stairwells.
What do you think happened to all those people that were
Lighthouse
following
Cottage.
us? You know, they're like, oh well, they got to the lighthouse. I guess we'll just go away, right? They're still coming.
And then Lantern Room goes here. I mean, yes. Uh-oh. We're upside down.
Yeah, I'll fix that. I got it. Ooh, that does sound like nice. Unrelenting? What's that from? What says that? Here, come with me on a journey here, guys.
I don't know.
You're gonna get, if you're a streamer out there, you're gonna get to see the entire process by design. So that whenever you eventually rent our software, you'll also know how to set up your cameras. I'm telling you, it's a full service situation.
It's really writing itself at this point. We were gonna, build a store in the next year or two, but I think we were gonna pivot to this software solution.
Let's build an app. That's what all the kids are doing these days.
There's an app for that. No, all the kids are doing non-fungible tokens.
Can you talk about that while I'm here?
Yeah, I can. NFTs, non-fungible tokens. I can feel myself getting older for my lack of understanding / interest. But there was what's the name of that game? Let me find it. It is called it's the first instance of me feeling like I kind of understood it. It's called
NFTs?
Yeah, I had the game pulled up earlier.
We're bugging.
Gosh.
Looks like an earthquake.
Hold on. Anyways, main point. I can't figure out the name of this thing. But they're basically cards in a game that you can use because you have the NFT and the ownership. That makes it where those in-game assets are. It's a structure / a system / a rule set for transferring and selling those things. For me, it was thinking about my old Pokemon game when I was a kid. If all this Pokemon I've been training for years were actually things I could either transfer to other games because I own the NFT and or sell the rights to use those things, to own that thing. That it's essentially just digital assets. But there's a ton of games online that are using these things. That's not the weird part. But the weirdest thing to me is there were digital card games using them that I had really never even heard of that apparently have hundreds of thousands of users, which is boggling.
So why is it that my eyes go black whenever you start talking about these things?
I think it's called age.
Am I truly just an old man now?
I mean, isn't this like... I feel like this is exactly... Hold on, I found a creative way to find the name of this thing. Maybe I did. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's it, honestly. So I remember...
I don't like the things that are new.
I remember when I was in college, there were a lot of, mid-2000s, a lot of technology things. Phones, apps, smartphones, social media was happening, YouTube / video content online was happening. And there were a lot of people around that were like, this is just not how business is done, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
And a lot of people couldn't quite understand why it was important. Why it was... I remember early in our history, technically the website launched 2007.
Why was YouTube important?
And we started doing YouTube, and it was like... We'd never done it this way, but like it was very clear to me that it was going to be possible for people to pivot their time from like the television set to either their phones or watching content online. And particularly because you could make content about stuff that doesn't make sense for network television. As an example, Spoils TCG. We could do YouTube videos that don't make any sense, and we didn't have anywhere else to go with them, right?
And then the key there was we definitely learned how to make a lot of money off of that idea.
No, that's what was exactly the point. Now there's obviously this whole industry on content creation, right?
Yeah.
If 15 years ago, and this is exactly what happened, in some sense, it's like, it wasn't exactly what happened, but it was close. If I had been like, yo, parents, you know what I'm going to do as a career? I'm going to create YouTube content.
Mm-hmm.
15 years ago would have been like, this isn't funny. You need to figure out your life.
Yeah.
Conversation.
Yeah.
Now I feel like I have some nieces and nephews, like, what do you want to do? And it's like, oh, I want to be a content creator.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, that's a thing people do.
Yeah, it sure is, isn't it?
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Anyways, so I think to me, it may not be it. This is what I'm unconvinced of yet. I don't black out when people say NFTs, but I just haven't been able to understand why it matters.
I'll tell you what I think the thing is for me, I just thought about it. And you're supposed to have to write it, apparently, according to, I think, Miso, to collect your thoughts. But it's this metaverse thing. It's the same, which is a joke.
What Zuckerberg metaverse?
It's a creeping towards placing value on things that aren't real.
Absolutely.
Which is not altogether wrong, and it's been done in various ways over time. But I think, and this is truly old, I think it's like...
I told you.
But this is the only actual reality. And so if it doesn't have value tangibly in a physical way, it doesn't have value. And then the kids are saying, but it does. And it's like, it's only because you think it does. And then it's like, well, then it's just another currency. And then it's like, well, then it's just crypto. Well, then it's just... And then it's like, oh, no, I'm here again.
I mean, I think there are things even in the old world that aren't real that have tangible value. As an example, the patent to something. Mm-hmm. It's not an actual asset.
Right.
It's the deed to an idea.
Right.
Same with like a trademark, but the value comes in that there's legal protection around this thing. So to me, NFT / coins, all the coins and stuff, it's just a technology. right?
I mean, it's similar to a trademark in a way.
It's a digital trademark that there's no laws around what you have to honor.
Yeah. But it's not a trademark. It's just like
but like you can. It's sort of like QR codes, which I remember when they first came out. I was like, "This is silly. Why?" I just Googled the thing or whatever. But now it's like there's actually a weird use case for them. Like it's because it's built into the camera. It's a lot easier to use and whatnot. And so QR codes is just technology.
Right.
There are ways to use that are helpful.
NFT is the vehicle.
And I just don't think I've seen a lot of people using that vehicle where I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
Right. I think we've seen NFTs used as the end product, like that they have value that's the end of the chain. But if you describe to me NFT technology is just a way to provide a legal vehicle / mechanism for future technologies or future ideas to have value, I'd get into that.
Yeah. This is a good comment from Dean saying, you would think two people who play collectible card games would understand NFTs and how something can be assigned value by a group of people even if it physically has no value.
No, I do understand it, but the other piece for me is that and that's why I'm not a collector. I mean, the value of the card is just like I want to sit down and play the game. There's something I can do with this tangibly.
Yeah.
It's not just sitting there. Now, for a collector, if you have that Michael Jordan rookie card, it doesn't really have any tangible value. I get that. That's why I don't have it. I've never liked it.
But there's so many things that have value just like that.
Yeah.
But you're only one step away there, though, from like the Mona Lisa is a piece of art that has value because it's the Mona Lisa.
Yeah.
So like a Michael Jordan rookie card is usually something someone would display.
Yeah, but to me also the Mona Lisa, the experience of looking at it has got to be worth the millions of dollars that you're paying for it. And some people would say that it's one of the most striking and human-moving paintings on Earth. I don't look at a Michael Jordan rookie card and say, oh my gosh, right? It's not like, look at this product of human art.
I do look at a Charizard card and I'm immediately a child again.
And that can work.
It takes you back to your childhood.
There could be something there to that.
But yeah, anyways, it was the first
an art collector.
It was the first use of the technology that I was like, and the crazy thing is there was just hundreds of thousands of people playing the games, and I never heard of them. Some of them were digital card games.
That means I've never heard of them.
That's right. There are several. It would
like Hearthstone?
No.
What are you digital card games?
I remember how I found this earlier. I tweeted about it. I was like, why can't I find the name of this thing? So the one that I found.
Forge?
No.
Isn't that a digital card game?
It's called Axie Infinity. Is the one I found.
Axie?
AXIE.
Like cute
space
axes?
Infinity. You can look it up. It's crazy.
What do you do? What's the goal?
So you have like 3 different little creatures, kind of like Pokemon, but not quite.
Digimon?
And then it reminds me, there's like 3 on my side and 3 on your side, right? And you can get paired against people. And by winning fights, they level up and get experience, which changes their power levels and their different stuff they have access to. You also earn cards. Mm-hmm. It's like Hearthstone, where you playing out cards every turn. Mm-hmm. And certain cards can only play with certain characters at certain levels and certain stuff. And so there's the cards, and there's also the actual creatures. And so those creatures are listed on the marketplace where you can buy other people's. Like if you wanted to sell one.
So I can train something and sell it.
That's right.
It's like that heartbreaking time I traded away one of my Pokemon. And then I was sad about it. Ash had that experience too at the boat.
Yeah.
Don't trade it to the Raticate guy. He's got a top hat. He's up to no good.
To the Raticate guy.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I think eventually, do you think...
There's also that like Parallax game, I think is what it's called, which is supposed to be a CCG with NFTs involved somehow that's being developed by people that are apparently notable. I don't know.
Do you think there has to be something at the end of a treadmill to make it worth running?
I mean, it comes back to your cooking analogy earlier for me, which is like, if you just enjoy the process of running, then you can just run on a treadmill, right?
Yeah, kind of. But like, I think I'm always, at the end of the process is always important. Like, I want to eat the food that I'm making. That's why I'm making it. I'm going to enjoy the thing that I have to do to get to the thing that I want.
If the process, like here, right, we're just playing a game. If at the end of this campaign of Arkham, it's like the goal is just to have a good time.
Yeah.
So if you're just having a good time, some people just like running.
I guess kind of. I mean, having a good time. So for instance, it'd be like if you enjoy the process of cooking, but it never ends. There's never a dish created. There's never something to share with other people. There's never a moment where somebody comes over and enjoys it with you. I would not like it. It's just, I would just be putting ingredients together ever more efficient and interesting ways and never be able to actually realize the benefit of that. I mean,
right? Even watching like a TV show, we're talking about, does it have a satisfying ending? Mm-hmm. And I think there is something gratifying towards a conclusion that feels complete and that you completed something and it made you feel a certain way.
Yeah, and there's experiences where the whole point is the story, right? Like it plays with a human emotional set to give you interesting feelings / things to think about / it's art, right? It's like the story, like when you listen to a story, like verbal communication, narrative. So I think there's just sometimes where, and it goes back to WoW, like we talked about in the podcast, World of Warcraft. It's like I was happy to run the treadmill when the story of the treadmill is fascinating, interesting, etc., and you're like bought into it. But once you strip enough of it back, even though the core engine's the same, like when you get to the point where there is no story that you're enhancing or changing based on the treadmill run that you're making, it's just like the Diablo happened the same way. It's like you beat the game once, then it's like you can continually challenge yourself. And by challenging yourself to kill stronger monsters, you get better good at kill stronger monsters, better good at... It's like, that's so boring to me. Why? Yeah. Don't we see,
There's no discovery, right?
There's no, at a certain point, it's just kind of like, okay, well, we're just spinning our wheels here. And I guess there's something to be said for it. But I don't know, I got questions.
There's some good comments coming in.
I got questions. Maybe I'm too focused on the future.
David Anderson saying, the big thing is WoW already has a digital economy where gold can be traded for actual dollars. NFTs aren't necessary for all this to work.
Well, yeah, that's true. But also what WoW had was like a lot of interaction with other people and a lot of interaction with the world itself. And when it lost that, it started being awful. Maybe that's just me. That was the whole point of the treadmill, right? Was that you could actually do other things with other people in the game.
Yeah. Retro Daniel has a nice comment saying, I would honestly watch you play these campaigns any number of times, to be honest. There's probably hundreds of decks and the ways the scenarios could go.
And he hasn't even watched us today. I haven't even played anything yet.
Here we are.
Can you imagine?
All right, you ready to continue setup? You're going to need that campaign lock, so keep it handy.
Yeah.
I gathered all the cards. Put these things into play as such. Did that.
Done.
Each investigator begins play at Falcon Point Gatehouse. You have your little card.
Is it too bright? I don't want it to be too dark. That's the one thing I don't want it to be too dark. It's fine if it's a little too bright.
From among the tidal tunnels locations, remove the 2 underground rivers, which I have grabbed here, from the game. Removed.
Okay.
Set each other location aside out of play. So I have these other locations that are going to go aside out of play.
Done.
Set each key aside as follows. Grab the keys. Back in the tunnels.
They really do use a lot of keys, don't they, in this one? Yeah. I guess it's kind of the theme. That's awesome, Retro Dana. Yeah, cool. Apparently, David Mitchell has a brief discussion on the subject. One question he poses, do we base our enjoyment on the memory afterward? Which is pretty cool. I guess anytime if you're reflecting on whether you enjoyed something, it has to be based on the memory, right? There's no other way you could possibly do that. So that is almost a truistic question, Mr. David Mitchell. It must be based on the memory. Otherwise, how do you judge it as an enjoyable thing or not?
At all. All right, so I need white, black, blue.
Blue, white, black.
Yellow.
YOLO.
Red.
Red.
Why did they start there? Why didn't they say pull the purple one aside?
Okay.
Purple and green. Is there a green one somewhere?
Yeah, it's a side.
These are aside face up. So let's put them over here. Face up.
Just set aside.
Yeah, but we won't need to be able to see them.
I'll be your set aside.
Purple and green keys aside face down. Shuffle them so you do not know which is which.
Purple and green face. I don't have purple.
That's right here.
Oh, right. Okay.
Put the double-sided capture story card into play next to the scenario reference card with the story side face up. This card is on the reverse side of the location. Its text is active. So we'll read this in a minute. Set the following aside out of play. Osirio's Marsh, both copies of Worth His Salt, and both copies of Taken Captive. Did it.
Congrats. You want me to have that? I'll be the set-aside guy. What do you think?
Yeah. Sounds like a sad story.
See, you can't do this with an NFT. That's what I'm saying. I can't rib you over setting up the game of Arkham digitally.
There's nothing to do with an NFT, then.
It has everything to do with it. This is my end game, right? I would collect Arkham cards so that I could give you a hard time while you read a scenario log.
That's what you're collecting.
That's the whole point of the cards.
In the world, we'll forever have that documented.
And Flesh and Blood cards only have the value in so much as I can beat you with them and then talk to you about it for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
That's the only value.
That's the goal. Yeah, the only value in those cards to me is being able to do things that then I can talk down to you about.
Yeah, exactly.
One up you in some way.
That's exactly right. Yeah, this is how human relationship works. It's very abrasive.
Check the campaign log. If the idol was brought to the lighthouse.
Oh, that's me. The idol was brought to the lighthouse.
Then we're going to search the collection for the wave-worn idol and set it out of play.
Do we get to use it, you think?
I hope so. Do you remember what scenario that was from?
Oh, no. This guy? Me?
All those things. Remember we got all those cool things?
It was like the first one.
I think it was close, but not quite. There it is.
I like when people listen to me and then don't take my advice.
I'd already looked at the first one, and it was wrong. If the mantle was brought to the lighthouse.
I have nothing about the mantle.
Really?
Really?
What about the headdress?
Nothing about that either. Now, we discovered a strange idol, and we discovered a mystical relic, and we met with Thomas Dawson.
I think these are the three we found. Maybe not. Maybe it was just the idol.
It just says the idol was brought to them, but you know that was last week. What could have happened?
If the headdress was brought to no headdress,
nothing else was brought to the lighthouse.
I think it's just that one then. Check the campaign log. If the investigators reached Falcon Point after sunrise,
we reached Falcon before sunrise.
Then we would have otherwise put a doom on the agenda.
That's right.
If the tide has grown stronger,
the tide has grown stronger.
Put a doom on the agenda.
Dang it.
Add the flood tokens to the pool. Done. Shuffle the remaining encounter cards to build the encounter deck. Okay, you are now ready to begin.
Thanks, MJ.
All right, let me get set up here. What's my trauma?
One physical, one mental, just like real life.
It's been a rough go as of late. Okay. Let's get the reference card. This is a light in the fog. Let's get these coins out.
Skull is a -1 if your location is flooded. Reveal an additional. So that's bad.
Okay.
Hood is -2 if you fail after this test ends. Increase the flood level of your location. Tablet is -3 if you fail this test and your location is flooded, take a damage. And the gas mask is -4 if you fail. Move the nearest ready unengaged enemy once towards your location. It loses aloof during this movement, which means it would engage you. So it sounds like it's going to be a floody one. So the cultist token increases the flood level. The tablet takes damage if it's flooded. And then the gas mask makes the enemies bad for you.
So don't be flooded.
Yeah.
All right, here's our bag math.
So let's not take a test at worse than -3.
3 is pretty safe. 4 is very safe.
4 is what you really want, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Should we put, is this going to move up? Or you think it's going to expand upwards?
I don't know.
Guess we'll play it as it comes.
Well, Shooter McGavin played as wise.
Arnest saying sport has a lot of enjoyment afterwards. People talk about a game forever. Benjamin Lyon says that exactly the sample he used. During the sport, I think the players are having the time of their life, but afterward their team loses. The next day they're asked if they had a good time, and they shrug, saying no. I mean, I think that is a hazard. I mean, you're just wrong, right? If you were enjoying it when it was happening, then you were enjoying it when it was happening.
Yeah, it's kind of like if you are playing in a tournament, you're really enjoying it, and then you end up losing.
Yeah.
That last loss can alter the taste of that experience.
It can, but you know, that's on you.
I mean, the same thing is true of like a restaurant though, right? Appetizers are great, environment's great, the music's great, the meal is great, dessert happens, maybe the dessert's not good, the waiter was rude to you at the end, says an off-color comment to your wife, suddenly I'm not going back.
Yeah.
And I don't think about that as like, oh, that was such a great experience.
Yeah, but if you're being honest with yourself, you enjoyed it until that moment, right?
That's right. But, if you're eating a pie, you don't say, did I enjoy the first nine? If you eat the last one and you get food poisoning.
That's what you should be doing.
I won't blame you for not eating chocolate pie again.
Yeah, it's not about whether you do it again. It's did you enjoy it? Sometimes you enjoy things very much that hurt you.
But
sometimes I eat that Gigi's ramen over there.
How you feeling?
And during the eating of it, I feel phenomenal. Yeah. And it's really enjoyable. And then later, sometimes you find yourself in the bathroom for an hour.
A little less phenomenal.
Yeah.
You also have to define the experience itself, right? Because you enjoyed a part of an experience, but if an experience is good or bad ultimately in your mind based on the entirety of the experience, a piece of it not being so great could. But I mean, you read the stats all the time, right? It's like it takes 10 positive interactions with your company for every negative.
Yeah.
To balance out in someone's mind.
That's usually why on our 10th order, we go ahead and just rip our customers' packages in half.
You've got 9 consistently on time, well packaged.
Now we can punt one.
Yeah. So every 10th token set we design, horrible.
That's right. Bad.
Just intentionally bad.
In fact, every 10th token in the set itself will purposefully make awful.
All right, I'm charismatic. Don't you forget it.
Okay, thank you. And we would never forget.
All right, draw. Let's read this setup. Do we draw cards first or read the setup first? Does anyone know?
I've definitely said it both ways before on the stream. I think
we draw first because you don't know.
Because you don't know when you're mulliganing. Yeah, that's right.
5. And then the best mulligan this side of the Mississippi.
That's right. Well, you got Jake in a backpack. That's a pretty good start, huh?
Look at this.
So look at your bro with a bow.
My bow bro? Someone say?
your bow bro.
I like Jake Williams. I like the backpack. I won't be playing any of this early. So let's look for some money. Oh, there's the crystallizer. Hello.
Should I keep quick thinking? Probably not. Probably. Extra action, what's that worth? I'm going to keep it. I'm partial to the card.
Benjamin Lyons, LOL, I loved all of that.
That's good. Well, that's good, Benjamin. We're here for you. I will say there's no other YouTube channel you'll find where you will listen to that conversation. And that's why there are 99 of you listening right now. And we're very thankful for
Hey, my count says 117.
Okay, fair enough. We're still a ways from the old PewDiePie, but we'll get there.
Sure.
There are easily millions of people waiting to watch us play Arkham that just don't know about us yet.
I think it's a safe bet.
It's true, though. Yeah, it's true. If it takes a lot of onboarding, but ultimately, I think that is true. There's at least 1 million people that would enjoy playing Arkham in the world easily.
I don't know if there's 1 million people that enjoy watching us play Arkham.
Yeah, well, that's a different metric, I guess.
Yeah. I do think they're easily. Yeah. The fact that there were hundreds of thousands of people playing Axie Infinity.
But they're not playing, they're working, okay? They're selling their NFTs and they're making money. Outside of the watchful eye of sister government.
So, NFTs as a term, and even crypto coins.
We call it cryptocurrency.
Excuse me. They remind me of when people say influencer or my tribe.
Yeah.
That kind of terminology. But at the same time, there's truth under there. You know what I mean? The social and the internet and the content have dramatically changed the way the world functions at this point.
Yeah.
So you can ignore that and be like, influencers and stuff.
I want to ignore it.
But it's really happening.
What's really happening today though is I'm also for the first time filling up my truck with gravel out in Bixby and taking it and shoveling it into holes in the driveway.
I thought you were gonna say I'm taking 1 truckload at a time to build my driveway.
That's essentially what I'm doing. It's $25 for a truckload of gravel. I can only get 1/3 to 1/2 though, because I can only take 1,500 pounds before I bottom out.
Basically. So how much gravel would it take to do your driveway though?
At that rate, it took me about 1,600 trips.
Are you kidding?
No.
No wonder it's so expensive. Are you serious?
No, let's see. How many would it be? So a dump truck can take 13 truck beds full of gravel. 1 dump truck. And I think I needed 15 dump trucks worth. What's 15 times 13? That's a hard one.
That's not really.
What's 15 times 12?
That's 185, right?
So we'll add 15.
It's 180 for times 12.
Okay.
195?
195, great. You're financed. So 195 truck beds full of gravel.
And you can only take...
Let's say I can get half.
So you would have about 400.
About 400
just
truck
round
beds.
up.
Yeah, 400. At $25 a pop.
Wow. Yeah. And that's just for the gravel. I'm talking about it now makes sense why the transportation is even an expensive thing.
Yeah.
That's so much gravel.
But, you know, you make it fixable. My NFT, what is it? Non-fixable truck bed full of gravel.
Oh man, I love this commentary. Matthew Schreiner saying, "I'm here for the banner. I don't even play Arkham."
That's awesome, Matthew.
It's our
dream.
Is it?
Yeah, because then we can sell ourselves easier than we can sell these games.
But you were just making fun of that concept, which has been I don't like the label influencer, but like there's people that just like PewDiePie. People just watch PewDiePie, right?
Yeah, I think so.
The only. And you were talking about getting into the Twitchverse?
I think that's how it works.
People over there.
Yeah, but watch it, man. It's just people like, man, it's crazy over there.
Man.
It's insane. Have you just sat down and watched like Twitch streams? It's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
The fact that everything's crazier to me day by day, definitely, this is what it's like to age.
Yeah. It makes more sense now, the commentary from like my parents or my grandparents. Like, I get it.
And you always feel like everyone under you is just like younger than you is just like moving too fast for no reason. They're missing like the point.
It's like that swipe to text, dude.
Yeah.
That was the first thing that terrified me, truly to my core.
The thing where you do the thing.
My little brother was just swiping to text, and he's like, "Oh, like," and I was like, "That looks silly," and he was like, "You want to try it?" I was like, "No, I'm fine." And then like 5 seconds later, I was like, "I have to try this because." This is the exact thing I made fun of my parents for when they were like, I need to text on my phone. Like,
yeah, it's small. It's incremental stuff. I thought it would be marrying robots for sure. That's where I landed, right? Would you be okay if your brother Tim married a robot, aside from his existing relationship? Would you be like, that's a fine thing to do, and I think that's not a problem at all? Or would you be like, it's a robot, and maybe you should be marrying a human? Because are we going to be the bigots, of like, oh, well, you just don't understand robot relationships.
So,
Dad.
Dad.
I love this robot.
Oh, man. There's a really cool show called Humans. Seriously, which is about robots that, from the look and the way they operate and stuff, just look like humans. And the concept is that they get consciousness.
Yeah.
And then, like, now it presents a lot of issues.
That's a huge amount of issues.
Yeah. So, I'm open to the concept.
But you would have to have the robot being conscious, whatever that means.
I don't know.
Maybe
I don't
not.
know.
Maybe not.
I mean, I don't really care what other people do.
Yeah, I don't either, as long as it doesn't affect me. But I would also say, like, if you just married a robot right now, I'd be like, I don't think that's the same as marrying a human.
I mean, if there was a robot, you couldn't tell whether it was a human or not?
Yeah. Guess I could be married to a robot right now.
See? You don't even know.
Not of my own programming, I assure you.
This could all be a simulation anyway. All right, Fog on the Bay. Now that we've had our mini cast of random topics here. Agenda 1A, a curl of mist wraps the lighthouse in an otherworldly veil. Someone wrote that sentence, and I think they should be proud.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one.
That sentence feels like it was written.
It could be Lovecraft also, we don't know.
That'd be funny. It's like that one time we were doing a Star Wars LCG unboxing. Man, this has just been a wild. We've been on vacation. Unboxing.
You've got a lot of energy.
And you were reading a card, and it has a little artist credit.
Oh yeah.
And you're like, "Thanks, Ralph," and it was Ralph McQuarrie, like the main.
It's like, man, Ralph did some great work.
Yeah, it's like if you're out there,
don't
Ralph.
Let go of him.
Yeah. Anyways.
You mean the quintessential Star Wars artist?
The waves lap at the rocks on the shoreline like hungry, wet tongues.
No, that one's not so proud.
Overhead, the moon gleams unnaturally bright in the sky. You have a curious feeling you are not alone. Locations on the same row are connected to one another.
Now tell me for a second, why would it be curious that we're not alone? Have we run into a scenario where we're not being chased or trapped or destroyed by things in the dark and in the waves? And at this point, I would be very much aware that, like, hey, things are trying to get us at all times.
The thing it makes me think of is, like, the Watcher in the Water in Lord of the Rings. It's like we feel like something's watching us.
Okay.
Not that there's just danger, of course.
I feel like I feel that way all the time now in Arkham.
Very.
Haven't we seen enough?
Not curiously. Act 1A, the Lighthouse. All signs point to this lighthouse being a base of operations for the esoteric Order of Dagon. There's not much left of Innsmouth to investigate, so this is your best chance to find answers. What exactly is the Order up to? You must find out before they realize you're here. ...
What if their whole game is just bringing ships safely to shore?
Could be. And we're over here trying to mess them up.
Yeah, they're just like, we're just in public relations. We're just trying to get these things to harbor. Man.
Just, I assume with a name like the Order of Dagon, they can be up to nothing but good.
Yeah.
6 clues to advance.
Okay.
4 doom to advance. It starts with 1.
Okay.
We also have this captured card.
Okay, tell me.
The first time an investigator is captured, read the following. Not going to read it. If one of us gets captured, we'll read that.
You're going to get captured for sure. I'm definitely going to pick you up later and then not come back. We can see how that's going.
We start at Falcon Point Gatehouse.
That's right.
So I'm going to flip it. Falcon Point Gatehouse cannot be fully flooded. As an action, you can resign. You head back into the woods, leaving the lighthouse and its mysteries behind. If you control the black and or red keys, place each one you control on the current act.
We resign.
So you can resign and put a red or a black key on the act.
Yeah, and so we kind of just cash our keys in, as it were.
0 clues.
Now, the fact that Falcon Point Gatehouse has like a crazy, one of those fishes with the light fish, light bulb fish, or whatever it is, seems to me to be a sign. Like, of course we're not alone. Look at that thing. What do they call those?
Anglerfish?
Yeah, it's an anglerfish, isn't it? Remember Anglax?
I do. Remember that shirt?
Yes, I do.
We had some moxie, I'll tell you what.
Wow. Yeah.
If we're out there, Philip Rowland.
Memories, man. I don't think Arkham would be the game for Philip. Maybe it would be.
I mean, not to get into... I think it might be. Not to get too into the woods, non-novus. Saying marriage is an exchange of persons willingly giving themselves to someone else. If you're programmed to be willing to marry, marriage loses its meaning. Here's the thing. If you could program consciousness and or free will into a robot, who says they can't?
It's all just a reference point for human everything, is it not? God and free will and volition. Robots force us to confront the reality that we might just be simple programs of biology, be it genetics and stars bursting millions of years ago, creating an outpouring of X, Y, and Z. You've got to confront all this stuff. Anyway, the kids aren't, is my point. They're not confronting it. They're playing the Axie Fist game.
Infinity Axie.
And not thinking.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Not doing what they're supposed to be doing, playing Fab.
Yeah. Getting a well-paying job that they cannot live off of. Like all the rest of us.
Yeah.
Can we go first? What? Fog on the Bay? That's bogus text. Did you read that text?
Locations on the same road connected. Force message in advances. Move all doom on it to the next agenda.
It's forever doom.
I mean, we don't know if that happens again. On the next one.
Yeah, well. Okay. So 6 clues to advance. There's no clues here, so let's get a move on. If you'd like, I'm going to play...
That's true, David. Saying it's the NFT argument all over again. Crypto raises questions about what our basis is for what real and valuable is. Robots raise the same kind of questions about ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah. Cardboard Cast is nailing it here. That cloud is taking a beating from the old man today. I love it. Shakes fistically. Can I go? Are we okay with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. All right, I'm going to play an ornate bow. I'm going to play a teddy bear. Cheers, keepsake.
You got your bow and your bear, man.
Bow and bear. Bow and bear bros.
Bro.
Speaking of bros, Stone Cloud Brewery in Oklahoma City.
Okay. I'm
Genius.
listening.
Listen. Okay.
Listen. That's the sign, by the way. If you do this, it means that you really need to pay attention to it.
This has actually somewhat revolutionized my thinking about marketing at all. They made a beer called Stone Cloud Light. And the tagline is, for drinking, not for thinking. Genius. 4%. Essentially, they're competing with Bud Light, Coors Light, etc. Cheap, locally brewed.
Tastes good?
Tastes great. Like, for that style of beer, it's way better. It doesn't taste like aluminum, right?
Dude, all these topics are swirling.
Yeah.
Right? There's brew happening here.
Just getting back to the... And it's like, okay, so a brewery...
Bud Light and stuff existed originally.
It's the most drank beer on earth.
Was it less bad 50 years ago or whenever it came
probably
out?
a little less bad.
I bet it was.
Yeah.
And then slowly, corporations were like, we need to be 18% more efficient.
And / we need to make more faster. So what corners can we cut or what can we adjust in the mix?
Then you get to the McDonald's of like 5 years ago.
That's right.
And they're slowly crawling back.
They're crawling back the other direction. So they made. I've local breweries around here at least are making their like jalapeno cheddar stout.
Yeah.
Like,
or they're like coffee barrel aged vanilla whiskey porter.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, okay, another one of the like 17 word brews, which is cool.
I mean, if you're gonna have a product that's not just some other product someone's already had, then like, you have to keep adding. And games go to that same problem, right? It's a cycle.
Yeah, they keep. There's no innovation happening. It's just more flair.
Now with 6 chicken nuggets. Yeah.
But then it's like, man, that's great. I would love to buy a nice, easy drinking beer.
What's it called?
Stone Cloud Light, Lite. It's got a beautiful can design, and it's just like.
Do they have a non-light version?
Great. They call it Stone Cloud.
Did you try it?
No, they don't have a non-light version because nobody drinking that kind of beer is drinking the non-light version.
Can you? It's funny to have a version called light and not have a non-light option.
They do. I mean, Budweiser Banquet or whatever, but it's like.
I'm saying Stone Cloud,
if you find somebody drinking that beer, they're a psychopath.
If there's just Stone Cloud Light and there's not a Stone Cloud, couldn't they just call it Stone Cloud?
No, it's light. This one goes to 11. Come on.
This one goes to 11.
It's about the calories. I'm going to move.
Yeah, I got it. It's like calling it's a diet, right?
Yeah.
But can you have, Diet Coke without Coke? Or is it just Coke? If there wasn't a Coke and there was just Diet Coke, would you call it Diet Coke or would you just call it Coke?
Well, it would just be called Diet Coke, right?
I think it would just be called Coke. And it'd be like Coke is the brand that does the light,
Well, but this is called Arkham Horror and there's not a horror game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but light has a definition.
So does Arkham or horror. You know what I mean? If you put it out as a 2-word thing, that's what it starts as. It's like there's a Disneyland before there was a land. Right? Or was there? I guess there really wasn't.
Well, if as an example, if you had a gluten-free version of something.
Yeah.
But you didn't have the one that had the gluten in it.
Well, there are versions of that, though. There are brands that only start with gluten-free versions of things.
It's good to say that it's gluten-free. I understand that. But I'm just saying, if something organically was already gluten-free, you wouldn't need to clarify it as like a part of the name. It just is,
Yeah, but what if the consumer needs to know that it's light? Talking Point Cliffside cannot be fully flooded. We're on the flip side here. It's got 2 clues on it. If you control the white key...
You moved?
Yeah, using the white key, you peer out into the dark, stormy horizon and something sparks in your memories. Read Flashback 12 in the campaign guide.
No, it's one of them.
Yep, so get the white key and get to Falcon Point Cliffside.
All right, I got these story objectives completed.
I'm done.
Over to me?
Yeah.
All right, let's play some cards. Hey, stop flipping these locations over. I got Jake Williams to take advantage of in a minute.
Okay. You can go one more.
I'm going to go backpack. This is the experienced version.
Oh, hey, check this out. Mephistor here with the correct. You can move from the first location to the last one. To the last in one action, by the way. Yeah, because
they're all connected.
All of them are connected. You can go anywhere you want here. Are connected to one another. Yeah. I think I chose well.
Man, I brought the backpack of backpacks. Look at this. I got a fingerprint kit, an ornate bow, and a crystallizer of dreams on my backpack.
Dude, we can bow bro for real.
Bow bro.
Bro, let's drink some Stone Cloud Lights.
That's crazy, though. That's the best backpack pull imaginable.
That actually is.
Look, it's my entire toolkit in my bag.
Someone was really into that card early, and we got absolutely made fun of for it.
Backpack?
Yeah.
Well, the experience backpack's particularly good.
Yeah. 1
cost and 12 cards.
Yeah.
Seems good. But yes, I think that card's always been good.
It's just a derivation of the concept, which we knew was great up front. I think it was the Mythos Busters that gave us all that. All the
flack.
Or maybe it was Drew Onto the Flame.
Maybe it was all of those hooligans.
They didn't know. They had made an assessment backpack already, and they got to watch it play out, and they were like, oh, we were so wrong about this.
That's right. I'm surely they apologized for their
definitely
harsh
record on that. Yeah.
I'm going to play Jake Williams. First move or investigate action I perform each turn does not provoke attacks or opportunity. And reaction after I reveal location or put a new location into play. Exhaust Jake. Draw a card.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Third action.
Beautiful.
Let's just move this cottage.
Keeper's Cottage?
4 clues, 4 shroud. Cannot be flooded. After Lighthouse, Keeper's Cottage is revealed. Place the set-aside yellow key on it. Ooh. Look at this. I have found a key. Green is clue? Yeah. And then I get to exhaust Jake to draw a card.
And you get a free investigate. Courtesy of your ability with Ursula.
I sure do.
At a 4 shroud. Not as great as you might want, but.
And wouldn't you know it, the free card got me a free Call of the Unknown, which will trigger next round. I'll take my free investigate. Thank you very much.
Get it out of the way, right?
4 to 4. I don't even know if what's the bad stuff that can happen to me?
You might increase the flood level or cause enemies to move, which won't matter.
But this can't be fully flooded.
Yeah, so you're fine. Take the test. It's pretty heart of the cards today. Heart of the bag.
I don't know though. There's this take a damage one. I'm at 4 to 4.
It's only if it's flooded.
Oh. No harm, no foul. Right?
Worst case scenario is
it kind of reminds me of when people are like, doesn't hurt to ask.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to ask.
Like,
doesn't hurt to draw. Doesn't hurt to bag.
Well, here we go.
It's fine.
-4. Move. Yeah. Okay, nothing.
Move the ready stuff. Yeah.
We did it. And this only triggers at the start of my turn, so nothing yet. Into the round?
Into the round. Everything ready's. Draw a card. Get him money. Ooh, I'm a nihilist. Let's just get him out of the way.
Must be exhausting.
Get them out of the way. I feel like nihilism is one of those weaknesses you just leave in play. How many times am I going to draw a tentacle this game?
You know what? I made a mistake. I think this is the deck.
Oh, yeah, we need to shuffle that up. We had so much to say about the kids. Oh, no, you got double-sided cards in there. That's a sign of some real failure.
No, they just go in the stack.
In the out-of-play stack?
Yeah. With the other title.
Yep, I see him.
Stalker, there's likely to be at least one more champion stream before the end of the year. I think we technically have room for 1 or 2. We're looking at doing. We have that Spider board.
Spidey.
Spidey?
That's not copyrighted, is it?
I don't know.
Spidey?
I know Spider's not. You know what I mean?
Spidey board? They can't take Spidey from us, can they? Like I just saw a Spidey?
Like they took something we did.
I'm just scared of, like, if I said, "Ooh, I'm scared of Spideys," do I have to pay royalties now to Marvel?
No, if you make money off of the word Spidey, maybe.
Oh, we're not going to make any money off that board.
0.
Well, less than they care about, probably. I hope.
Anyway, so we're probably at least going to stream once those have launched. If I had to guess. And that'll mean we get to play against Thanos, so that'll be fun.
Yeah. Spidey.
All right. What's next?
Dumon.
Cards?
Cards. Bad cards.
You're first?
Yeah. You look at it?
Do I draw or do I wait?
You can do it like... You technically wait.
Okay. Like if you draw another one.
I like doing it like Marvel Champions, honestly.
Yeah, I got in the habit and then I was like, I don't think I
just do it like that because it's all random. Doesn't matter. Just do it like that. Come on. Let's live a little.
Ancient Slumber, we are working on that.
Rising Tides. Increase the flood level of the nearest location that can have its flood level increased. All right, that's mine. Falcon Point Cliffside. Done. Okay, that was easy. It's just flooding. It's fine.
Totality. Test 3 brain. If you fail, put totality into play in your threat area. After you enter a flooded location, take a horror. At the end of your turn, discard this.
That's totally fine right now. You won't enter a flooded location.
Can you hand me the thing?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna not even.
Unless you get a cultist token right here.
But it's after I enter a flooded location.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm already in it.
Yeah.
Auto fail. It'll come into play. Who cares? All right, back to us.
That's right. Back to us. Who wants to go first? You want to go first?
I'm gonna have to move and investigate. Otherwise, I'm gonna take 2 horror.
Yeah.
I want to move anyway. I get a free card. I get a free investigate.
Yeah.
Et cetera, you know.
You're gonna move to that stairwell. See, Kunkat's saying you should wait due to the risk of surge, but what I'm saying is like the difference between the surged card and the card that's divvied out is immaterial in a perfectly random environment.
Yeah.
So like the game state can't be known, ergo, it's random either way, right?
That's right.
Unless we know the cards that
you
are
good with me going?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to move into this Lighthouse stairwell. Can't be fully flooded. If there are any relic story assets currently set aside, add one of them to your hand as a fast action. That's this thing.
You can get the idol.
Yeah. I'm going to do that.
You may as well, yeah. Add it to your hand?
Yeah. Before I do that, though, I'm going to take my Jake Williams. Haunted.
Oh, man. We're stacking him deep, selling him cheap here.
It's okay. And I named this location, of course. It has two clues on it. All right. So I get Haunted. This goes in a hand. We'll read that in a minute. Free Investigate. I'm at 4. It's at 3.
Technically, idle and probably not in your hand yet. Huh? It's fine, though. What's up, Anesthesia Cat?
That's really good.
Good night, Stalker. It's funny to say.
Let's try to investigate this thing.
Estonia, man, what a journey! Wow, cool to have you watching. That's awesome. You have to investigate or you take a beating from Call the Unknown.
Yeah. I'm just gonna use this. I'm gonna add 2 books.
From I've Got a Plan?
Yeah.
That's fine.
So I'm at 6 minus 1 because of Haunted. So I'm ahead by 3. Hope it works.
Me too.
Got it.
Nailed it.
So I get a clue. I think I'm gonna use my last 2 actions to get rid of Haunted.
That's correct. Yeah, that's the worst that there is.
Yeah, and I kind of just need to slow roll where I don't get a card if it's not revealed. So I can move and get a free investigate.
Yeah.
So I can keep this at bay.
Can we go here? Is this considered parallel at this point?
Let's read it.
Locations on the same row. So this isn't the same row at all. But it might have. It's just got the thing. It's classic connection. Okay. Okay. Yeah. It's a classic connection. So we can go up into the Lantern Room if we desire.
Yeah. Over to you.
Over to me, Nihilism.
See you, Stalker. Did you already say that?
Yeah, I did. This seems right. This seems right. I'm going to kick my turn off with Sharp Vision on an Investigate on Falcon Point Cliffside. It's going to give me +3. So I'm currently investigating a 5 to a 1.
Okay.
So I'm up by 4.
See you, Ben.
-1. So I'm up by 3. Sharp Vision says if I seed by 2 or more, discover 1 additional clue.
Come on now.
First action.
6.
Silas continues to be a boss. Should I get rid of Nihilism now while it's easy, or should I not? How often am I going to reveal a tentacle?
I would leave it.
Well, that settles it.
Personally. Luciola saying, listen to you guys while I'm at work. I love hearing your insights at the start of streams. They're like mini podcasts.
That's awesome. I'm glad. There's a lot of you out there listening and not chatting.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense.
I see you. I see your name in the listening section. That's right. Dean is correct. Accepting the nihilism weakness and saying it's not worth getting rid of it is true nihilism.
I don't care.
It's the kind of thing where we're gonna it's gonna be fine, and then at the worst time, it's gonna be game breaking.
Well, you all right over there?
Yeah.
You gotta, as the song goes,
know when to.
You gotta know when to hold them.
Believe.
Know when to fold them.
Know when to regret nothing. First action, second action, I'm gonna draw a card.
Mm-hmm.
Which means we're gonna live with our nihilism. And then
must be exhausting.
Third action. Where do I want to go? Do you need me to be here? I'm gonna move to you because I'm gonna get set up to go to the Lantern Room next turn.
Okay.
While you work on these clues.
Yeah, and if an enemy shows up, hopefully you can deal with it.
Dude, yeah, and you got to play a bow too.
I'll get there.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna go fingerprint kit first though.
Everything readies? Anything trigger over there that's bad?
Away.
That goes away. Call the Unknown is cured. Yep. Haunted is gone. Draw a card.
It's less cured and more satiated.
And then gain a money.
Pay him.
And then add a Doom, and let's do some bad cards.
Doom on. These Doom are great.
Thanks. Fish clocks. Peril. Okay, hold on. It's called Tidal Alignment. Choose a location where there's at least one investigator. Increase that location's flood level. Each investigator at the chosen location takes 1 damage. If the chosen location's flood level is not increased, it gains surge. All right, well, sorry, buddy. The tide's aligned. We both take a damage. Put it on Jake. You're fine.
Agreed.
Just drown Jake Williams.
My card?
Yeah.
Deep 1 Assault. Disengage from each Deep 1 enemy at your location. Each Deep 1 enemy at your location, and each connected location engages you. No enemies engage you in this way. Search the encounter deck and discard pile for a Deep 1 enemy. Spawn it, engage with you, and shuffle the encounter deck.
It's bow time. It's time for a bow flex.
Now, this is not revealing it, right? Just put it into play.
Do you have to reveal it to put it into play, though? How else can we see what it says?
Spawn it, engage with you. So if something has surge, I don't get another card.
I don't think you surge it, no. In fact, getting the surges out of the deck would be a great idea. Also, speaking of tidal alignment, this is a good time to remember water. One of the best things you can drink. I like mine out of an Nalgene water bottle made in the USA here. 100% HTP food grade plastic. Hide your brain, hide your life. Hide your life. You can find these bottles at nalgene.com/covenant. Mine aged.
Deep 1 Hatchling. After you engage Deep 1 Hatchling, I must either lose an action or it attacks you.
You didn't engage it, did you?
I don't think so.
It engaged you, I think.
After you defeat Deep 1 Hatchling, move the nearest enemy unengaged Deep 1 enemy toward one location toward you. That enemy loses a loop during this movement. We did it.
You just remember, it's time to take a drink. Yeah, so I assume that none of that happens, right? Because you just spawn it engage with you. So. There's no process by which it engages you.
Look at him. He's a little baby hatchling.
That's going to be hard to murder.
He's like a toddler. I don't think so.
No, easy.
Yeah, you got a bow, so you don't have to.
I'm not even going to waste a bow shot. That's a 3 damage attack on a 1 health, 1/1/1.
Punch him.
Kunka says it does count as an engage. So what happens?
I'd have to lose an action or he attacks me.
Can you lose an action if it's not your investigator phase?
I mean, if it's not the investigator phase, I'll choose to lose an action. I don't know. How does that work?
I think this game is actually pretty simple, but it feels so complex. Sometimes. Like these little interactions.
Yeah, it's like, oh my goodness. Let's go to paragraph 3 of page 18.
Spawn it engaged.
Spawn it engaged with you. Not spawn it and engage, which is a different terminology.
That's right. Spawn it engaged with you. If it started out, it's like your thing with Bud Light and Bud. If it started out engaged, it can't engage you.
Apparently you can lose actions during the Mythos phase. I'll just put one on Jake Williams. I want to attack him.
There you go.
I mean, come on.
See ya, Jake. Okay, we'll just assume that the Mythos rule is in effect, and it does indeed engage us.
Yeah, all right, we did it. You want to take care of this thing?
Yeah, I'll just punch it. Is that okay?
That would be a much harder way to deal with it.
All right.
You shoot an arrow at it at a little distance?
Punch. I'm going to punch it.
That's interesting, Benjamin. I'll scope that out.
Ekimmel says we're in new territory here. You can hear the silence of 1,000 rulebooks being cracked open to figure out what happens. -2 is a pass. It's dead.
Oh. No, it's just asleep.
You're not my mom. Do I need to investigate more?
Nah.
You got it down here?
I think so, yeah.
Even the 4?
I mean, I'm curious. Well, if you don't go north, I can go north and get a free card from it.
That's probably worth it, right?
If you can go deal with that 4 in some manner, that'd be
deal
great.
with a 4? Do I look like a guy who can investigate a 4? I don't have a shirt on. I have an eye patch.
You know?
Well, I can't. Well, my desire to do it does not make it doable.
Can you get this 3?
Also not great, no.
Okay.
Have you seen my 2 stats over here? In the book.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about it.
Okay. Do you want me to investigate? Or, go up?
I mean, explore and play cards and stuff, you know?
I can always draw.
Don't go north. I think I'm going to go north and get a free card.
So I need to find a way to get this. I'm just going to get rid of this nihilism then, if you're just going to waste my time.
Okay. I'm not going to do nothing. You can draw cards. Why don't you just draw?
Right. Second action will draw.
There it is.
Nautical prowess.
Look at that. It's like a dream.
Third action, you know what?
I don't.
Am I going to draw one more time?
One more time.
One more time. Draw last click. Okay. Over to you. Man, Silas with a big bank of cards is nigh unstoppable.
Call of Unknown, I'm going to name here. We're going north. Lantern Room. 4 clues, 2 shroud. We like these stats. Can't be flooded. Can't be flooded at all. After Lantern Room is revealed, place the set-aside white key on it.
Hey, that's the white key we need for the memory.
Memories.
We're getting it's way too easy right now. Like,
well, the doom's about to hit.
I know. We're about to get absolutely devastated by this.
All right, so I get a free investigate. You want to hand me that bag? And I get a draw card. Anything but a weakness. Hit by 2.
Man, that would have done 4 damage total to me by now if I had been drawing those.
If it were you?
Yeah. See, you've got all the nihilistic energy.
I've always said that.
Yeah. You wear all these black shirts.
Second action, I'm going to play a Wave-Worn Idol.
Casually drop a Wave-Worn Idol.
So, reaction after my location's flood level changes or a deep 1 enemy spawns at my location. I can exhaust this. Immediately take an action as though it were my turn. It doesn't count toward the number of actions I can take each turn.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Then I'm going to investigate. Head by 2.
Is this your second action? Mm-hmm. Third action.
Third action.
Hey, that's great.
After this test ends, I may move to a connecting location. So, first of all, let's get a clue. Probably makes sense for me to be in the same spot as you.
I mean, the crazy thing is, like, yeah, exactly.
I like moving back into this.
Yeah.
That's where I want to investigate. So I'm going to go ahead and move here.
You don't waste an action to investigate, so we may as well be safe together as the Doom.
That's right. Plus, if a deep 1 gets spawned at this location, which you're also at, I can trigger this to, like, investigate.
Absolutely right. Yeah. We're geniuses. Okay, everything ready? That's a pretty cool scene of us, like kind of back to back, getting it done. Draw a card.
It's really money. It is kind of nice knowing that I can't draw my weaknesses.
Yeah, it's like great actually drawing them early sometimes. Deal on. Let's see what happens. You be the narrator for the session here.
Ambushed. You don't see the attack coming until it's too late.
Smart.
Just as you round a corner, you're struck across the head and sent reeling. Your ambusher pins you against the wall, his grin full of sharp, jagged teeth. You recognize the repulsive face from your memories. It's you again, Osiris says with a hint of surprise in his croaking voice. So you're the ones who've been snooping around. No matter, your meddling ends now. Spawn the set-aside Osiris Marsh, enemy engaged with the lead investigator. Place the set-aside blue key on Osiris Marsh.
I'm lead, right? Will I lead this time?
Shuffle each set-aside copy of Worth His Salt into the encounter deck.
2 Worth His Salts.
Each investigator loses each of their clues. What? That is brutal.
We just got bamboozled.
Put the set-aside Lighthouse basement location into play directly below Lighthouse stairwell.
What the heck? We lost it. We were 1 away to advancing the act, and now we're like behind 1,000 actions. We would have gotten so ahead if we had just... Devastation.
Had one more clue.
Devastation. This game...
Well, but check this out. Advance the act directly to 2A. Do not resolve Act 1B.
Okay, fine. That's okay.
So 2A
Thanks.
says Falcon Point contains many secrets that you wish to. All right, Falcon Point contains many secrets the Order does not wish you to know. Perhaps dealing with those serials will open the way. If an investigator enters the Lighthouse basement before the agenda advances, advance.
Okay, so there's bad stuff in the basement, and those
these
things
4 carry over.
Yeah. Now a deep one just entered your location, right? Is that what it says? What does your Waveworn Idol say?
Yeah, if a deep one spawns in my location.
Okay. Then you can use it. He's deep one.
I'll exhaust. I think I'm just going to take an investigate.
Take that clue?
Or...
Dude, I'm about to brain Osiris Marsh here. I'm going to give him the bow. I'm going to load the bow, and I'm going to give him the bow again.
Give him the bow! I mean,
wait, he's got keys on him. He's supposed to have keys on him.
Yeah, that's what it said.
How many keys? What keys?
It said...
It's funny how much we catch it right when chat catches it.
Oh, here it is. It says like blue key.
And if we just straight up brain him, we take the key, right? We get the key
if
we kill him,
yeah.
He just has the blue key. He's going to be stealing keys from us across this scenario for sure. Give me a simple...
What, is this the beginning of a turn? Or the end of one?
This is the beginning of the turn.
So I could move and trigger this now. And it's once per round. So I wouldn't be able to do it during my turn.
That's right. Yeah. You could do that.
Which I don't want to do, really. Let's just investigate here.
Okay.
Let me see.
Do you need a hand?
I'm ahead by 1. Seems... I mean, clues are only so necessary right now. They kind of seem irrelevant.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. I mean, they're rarely irrelevant in Arkham. And also, if this dude attacks us, he captures us. If you're attacked by him, you're captured by him. Victory 2, he's gone, dude. I'm gonna wreck him. Ooh, wait. Wait, I can't do an attack of opportunity to load my bow. We may have to bow brother this guy. Here's what I'm thinking.
Do you need to shoot him?
I think if you gain a money, play the bow, take a shot.
Take a bow, load it, shoot it.
So you get a free money because this is your Waveworn Idol action.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you just play a bow, shoot, and then you have a free action?
Does it come in loaded?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Which my action will be moved so I can investigate so I don't take 2 horror.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
Bad cards.
Oh, cool.
Worth his salt. This is the bad card for him.
I don't think we shuffled. Yeah, there's no top.
Yeah, okay. I didn't even read it. It just looked like it's going to be bad for us. Oh, it's during the enemy phase, so never mind. I can do it myself.
It's fine. I wanted the money. Anyway.
That's kind of a weak shuffle. Rotting Remains. Test 3 brain. For each point you fail by take a horror.
Horror. Are there any specific cards you're looking for? Asking for a friend. Need help?
Not as much as... No, not really. I've got all these tools in my hand, really.
Get on down with your bad soul. Bryce, the keys are not cards. They're just little tokens. Are you sure? I could have sworn back in the Devil Reef we also had this headdress.
It feels like we did do that, but like... Look up what I was supposed to write down from the last one. Maybe I just didn't write it down.
I don't know. It just says.
Does Stephen Topless know?
If the mantle was brought to the lighthouse, I don't know.
Well, like maybe I was supposed to write that down last time.
Yeah, I feel like there were multiple.
But why would we have written it down last session?
Well, we would have written it down on the Devil Reef session.
So this one was written down literally last session. The idol was brought to Lighthouse.
I don't know.
I think it's like the second most recent thing we've written down.
Yeah, it's cool.
Well, I want more tasty
little numbers
items if we need to.
Yeah.
Maybe we have to trust ourselves.
I'm not confident enough to do anything about it.
What are the other relics?
There's the headdress of Yeehaw Neathly.
Headdress of Yeehaw? I feel like somebody was wearing... Wasn't I wearing that?
I feel like I ended up with 2 of these things when we left.
Did you get trapped on the island with them, though? And, like...
I don't know.
Didn't make it out?
I don't remember the Awakened Mantle, though.
That's probably what it was. I think you got tanked. I think you died with them.
Maybe I did.
All right, Rotting Remains is actually a tough one for me here.
You said you didn't need help.
Well, it's fine. It's just... How fine do I want it to be? Here's something I could find. Okay, I'm going to do Fearless and Eureka here. Give myself a +3 on this test. 5 to 3. -2, that's why you do it. So I passed, just barely, which means we can get rid of that card. I'm going to heal a horror because of Fearless.
Get out of town.
And then I'm going to search the top 3 and draw one of those cards.
Get out of town. My bad card? Why are you doing that?
You didn't already have one?
I don't think so.
Huh, okay. Let's grab this one. Seemed like we had the crown as well. The chat's coming through for us. The one you didn't get was the cloak, which Zach was hiding in a cave with. So put the crown in.
The crown.
Thank you, chat. Marianne Rados there coming through for us.
Yeah. So technically, I'll just put this here because it might come into play later.
And we can snap them from this location. That's how we get them. The fast action. It's this one, right? Yeah. Add one of them to your hand. Fast action.
So you keep doing it. Wow.
So I could take this one and wear it. I want this. This is what I want.
I want this.
I want that crown. Silas has got to wear the crown, man.
I'm into it. Okay. This enemy engages me now.
Wait, why?
This card.
Oh, that's very handy for me, actually.
And that's it.
The nearest deep one engages you?
Yeah.
Does it attack you or anything?
No, just engaged. Okay. Do your worst.
Okay. I'm going to take a chance.
It's okay.
Do my dance.
If you miss, I'll just have Jake, absorb the heat.
Fast action, I'm going to grab the headdress. First action, I'm going to play the headdress. The Nihilist and the crown.
Talking about the monarchy?
Second action. We're going to attack with the bow onto Osiros Marsh. I'm going to play a Quick Thinking to get +1 and successful by 2 or more is going to give me the goods. And then I'm going to look at if I need more. So I've got +1 of the headdress while attacking or evading an enemy out of flooded location.
By the way, to clarify, I hid with both of those things, which is why we got them.
Okay.
But the other one we didn't get.
Okay, so I'm currently hovering at 8. Ornate bows at 6, 7 for the headdress, 8 for quick thinking. The skill check is a 4, so I'm currently 4 ahead, but I need to win by 2 or more to get quick thinking to work.
Oh, do you see what we get in the basement? We have to have the blue key.
Oh, there you go. You gotta smoke this guy.
Precisely.
I'm gonna put nautical prowess in as well. -3. So I've got to leave it in. So I'm going to grab 1 draw off of nautical prowess. Great. It's a weakness there. And then I'm going to have to leave that in, unfortunately. Because I was at 8. I want to be 2 up. I want quick thinking to trigger. It's sad. My whole engine is torn apart with greed. So 3 damage to Mr. Marsh.
He looks gross.
Yeah, it's disgusting. Then quick thinking is going to fire. And then, oh wow, this is hilarious. This is absolutely hilarious. I love it. Second action again because of quick thinking, essentially. So I'm going to take that action to load the bow. And then third action, we're going to shoot again. We're going to commit Dreams of the Deep for -2. But we're going to add Stroke of Luck. So that after revealing Chaos tokens, I can exile it to make it automatically successful. A great way to clear Dreams of the Deep.
Auto succeed. We like the shot.
+1. Ergo, let's count them up. I'm at 6, 7, -2, 6, 5. So I can pull Stroke of Luck back with Silas's ability. Dreams of the Deep goes away because I completed my
3 damage?
check. 3 more damage, he's dead.
This key is for you.
Bow Brothers say what?
And that's a victory 2 card.
Do you want to go down to the basement, or do you want the key, or do you want me to have the key? It's up to you.
Do we get a pick? I mean, I might go down there.
I think it's a fast action to grab it.
And then I get a free card draw, and I maybe get to investigate, and we're doing the whole thing.
But we advance the agenda if we go there.
We advance the act. It does advance the agenda.
Okay.
Agenda advances and advance.
Let's get these clues, man.
But these carry over anyway.
Let's get these clues. It's clearly giving us time to get the clues.
All right.
It's saying get the clues and then go to the basement.
Get the XP.
What Arkham is saying, yeah.
Okay. I'm into it. All right. Over to me.
Yeah.
I will use this thing, and we're going to...
Call of the unknown.
Yeah.
PMK 108 shouting out, good play. Telling you.
Hey, PMK saying it.
That's how you know. Nihilism pays.
All right, we're gonna take the time to get these clues, right? So I'm gonna name this location.
We need to get that white key for the memory as well. Tresmillion is correct.
Let's go up here. Let's investigate for free. I'm ahead by 2. Actually, before I do that, let's just go ahead and play this. I'm gonna play Fieldwork for 2. So I'm gonna use this to get +2 to that investigate. I gotta use that base game. So I'm ahead by 4.
She's so good with Fieldwork.
Got it. Get a clue. So that was play, move, and then let's...
2 actions left?
I played that. So I played that and move. Oh yeah. The move is the action, and the investigate's free. 1 action left.
1 action left, yeah.
I think I'm gonna keep it cool. Let's
slow playing this
play
thing.
my Crystallizer of Dreams.
Okay, let's get it set up.
Yeah, so basically I think in the next 2 or 3 turns, as long as enemies don't surround me, I can essentially clear all these clues pretty easily and have my full rig built, which is what I'm opting.
Speaking like a Netrunner player.
Yeah. All right, end of the round.
Everything readies. I'm gonna put this headdress in a beautiful blue sleeve to make it look nicer.
Oh, wait. I'm going to play the crystallizer from here. Not from my hand.
Draw a card.
Yeah, gain a bot.
Yeah, that's probably right, yeah. Gain a money. Okay, let's get an amethyst right in. So I kill it, I have to take the key. It doesn't like drop onto the ground. Okay, this is a good card. And then you got a card and a money?
Yep.
Dumon.
Dumon, bad stuff.
Bad stuff. So this one's gonna explode. It's one of these scenarios that's gonna explode, like when we hit the basement.
I mean, well, and the people are gonna show up, right?
Yeah, I think so. If your location is Riptide, if your location is unflooded, it gains Surge. Otherwise, test 3 foot. If you fail, choose and discard an asset. If you cannot, lose a resource. I've got plenty of assets to discard.
Fine by me.
Test 3 foot. I'm on a 4 foot currently. I think now is the time. You could go to a 5 foot. To get a sharp vision, that's actually pretty relevant. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm going to put resourceful into this. I'm going to go to 5. So I'm 2 up.
All right, let's go.
Easy peasy. If it fails, I'll pull it back. Not a huge deal. -2. Ergo, success.
Ergo, we win.
So, I passed the test. Resourceful fires. I'm going to go get a non-resourceful rogue card, which is going to be sharp vision, and put it in my hand.
Mine?
Yeah.
I get a lurking deep one. Prey, lowest speed, doesn't matter. Forced, after lurking deep one engages you, take a damage.
And you have the Wave-Worn Idol.
I sure do.
Solve this problem.
I'm going to investigate. Or I'm going to move to you.
Move to me, yeah.
And get the free investigate.
And it comes with you, right?
Yeah. I'm going to trigger this for +2.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm at a 6 to the 3. So I head by 3.
You shuffle the Guardian in? Crystallizer Guardian?
I did not, but I should.
Thank you so much, Kunkas.
I had it sitting here just for that purpose. How about another weakness?
Why not? Why not? I'm going to smoke that deep one.
Head by 3.
Mm-hmm.
-2.
-2.
Successful. So I will get this clue.
Clue up. No victory on that, eh?
No.
All right, our turn?
Yep.
Well, let Silas do what Silas do. What do you think?
Yep. Nuke him.
First action, load the bow. Second action, shoot the bow. 2 actions, either way you slice it, so I may as well do it like this. I've got to pull back if I need it. So, will it matter? This is a 3, I've got nothing to do there, so I may as well, I'm going to throw in Defiance just in case things get weird.
Even if it would do over an attack of opportunity, Jake prevents the first one.
Nice. Oh, well, Defiance says, what's up? So let me make sure my math is right here. 4, 5 for the headdress, 6, 7 for ornate bow. 7 to 2 is 5. So I'm ahead by 5, -4. Never would have needed it anyway. Don't know why I even bothered.
He gone?
He did.
Okay.
And then last action, 2 for Madame Leblanche. We got the beef, man.
Okay.
Beefing.
Over to me.
Over to you.
I'll name this location. We'll move investigate.
-3.
I'm only ahead by 2.
If you fail this test and your location is flooded, take a damage.
It's not.
It's not.
Okay.
You ahead by 2? What kind of an investigator are you anyway?
You know, I'm almost there. I'm going to actually just gain money. I gotta get my fingerprint cut out to clear that location.
What about that Call of the Unknown, though, hey?
I'm just gonna take it.
Oof!
So then I'm gonna take 2 horror at the end of the round. I'm right in my turn. Shuffle back in my deck.
What were your actions?
Move, investigate, gain money.
It's a free investigate, hey?
That's I already used that. That's okay. I need to get this fingerprint.
I'm going to the basement next turn, basically. Because, like, it's going to advance anyway.
Yeah.
So it's time to go.
End of the round. Money.
Yeah.
Etc.
Yeah.
Card.
Beautiful.
Everything ready. Doom on. Bad stuff.
Bad stuff. Dissonant voices. I cannot play assets or events. That's actually exceedingly fine for Silas. It's absolutely crazy.
Worth his salt. Attached to a serious marsh, even if he is in the victory display. After a serious marsh moves via his hunter cure, etc. So it's just attached to him. He's probably coming back.
He's coming back.
He gets worse. All right. Then over to us.
Over to us, yeah. And I am going to the basement this turn.
Let's think about this.
So, can you get 2 clues and that white key? And then your point is to go find that memory. You have but one job.
Let's play. Cryptic Writings to gain 2 money. Attaches to my crystallizer. Let's play a fingerprint kit.
It's a pretty cute way of doing that.
You use the fingerprint kit?
You gotta pay for that thing?
Yeah. So, and I'll commit this card.
Just,
sorry. So I'm at 4, 5, 6, 7 to 2. I'm ahead by 5. Don't want to fail.
Yeah, you know, it's almost guaranteed.
Got it. So I get 2 clues, and we'll grab the key.
Okay, things are looking up for our heroes, huh?
Mm.
Am I go?
Yeah.
First action, I'm going to load the bow. Doesn't hurt to be prepared.
That's right.
Second action, we're going to the basement.
Let's go. If investigators enter Lighthouse basement before the agenda advances, advance. Okay. Sunken Grotto.
We're in a sunken grotto. It has no clues, 2 shroud, fast action. Investigators location spin 2 clues as a group. Look at the revealed side of a tidal tunnel location on this row.
Which I assume we're about to have happen. So the first thing that happens is the agenda advances.
Before the agenda advances. Wait, advance. Doesn't it just advance here? Or does the agenda say to advance it as well?
I thought it said advance the agenda. It says agenda. Before the agenda advances, advance. Here.
Oh, great. Yeah.
Exploring the depths. Act 2B. Use Osirio's key to open the basement door of the lighthouse, expecting to find a small stone cellar. And what you find instead is a network of flooded caverns extending deep into the cliffside of Falcon Point, perhaps even below sea level. You were right to come here. Who knows what secrets the Order keeps here, away from prying eyes.
That's awesome.
If Osirius Marsh is in play, add him to the victory display.
Oh, come on.
Put Sunken Grotto, lower depths, into play directly below Sunken Grotto, upper depths.
We're in the upper depths.
You got the lower depths?
Sure.
And Sunken Grotto, final depths, into play directly below the lower depths. You get it? Then put random set-aside tidal tunnel locations into play until there are exactly 4 locations on each row, except for the row with the Lantern Lighthouse. So, boy.
Lantern Lighthouse?
So this, the Lantern, there's not 4 there, but there's literally 4 here.
For real?
It's a brick.
All right. I'm gonna have to make room here and to utilize every part of the fish.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out how to make that a thing.
Oh, it just fills me with terror. I've got a ton of room over here. I'm gonna use my room over here. Half of Arkham is just rearranging the board.
Mate.
Okay.
And talking about all sorts of stuff.
Well, yeah, you gotta. This is crazy.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, me too.
Lots to explore.
Man, look at this, though.
All right.
Ooh, and then it's playing a game of, what is that, matching game? You reveal cards, you know, and then you...
The matching game?
Is that what it's called?
I think so.
You just, like, gotta
it's
remember.
like a 3 of diamonds, you flip it back over. And
yeah. And then you're like, I should have remembered where that was.
I feel like we should play random stuff like that on stream sometimes.
The way it's going, man, I think we will be.
I'd love to play a good old-fashioned game of pitch once we can have
4 people.
Once that works somehow. Okay. Shuffle each set-aside copy of Taken Captive into the encounter deck. Then advance the agenda directly to 3A. So I'll put this here.
We've timed it perfectly.
This advances. So we skip the backside of that, which is great.
Yeah.
The waves... A wave of cold familiarity washes over you as you see the water level starting to rise throughout the tunnels. The tide is rolling in. If you aren't quick, there won't be much left to investigate. Luckily, you still have a way out should the tide rise too quickly. Locations on the same row are connected to one another. 10, Doom, and advances.
And that does transfer.
It does transfer, yeah. But it doesn't transfer from this one.
Mm-hmm. So, white key memory is a big one here.
I have the key.
I've got 1 action left. Just moved in.
And I've already gone this turn.
And we're abandoned to this, yeah.
I mean, I could get over there and get those clues.
You want to work the top, and I'll hang out in the grotto?
I think this is the first thing I'm going to do next round.
Yeah, that's right on.
But yeah, I do think I can move back. Because that's how I get down anyway.
What in the world? We just going to have to, like, roll on this stuff?
Don't know.
I guess I'll just start looking around.
Oh, this is important. Act 3A. Deep below the lighthouse is a web of tunnels filled with information pertaining to the Order's activities. You must learn what you can before escaping. At the end of the investigation phase, each investigator at a fully flooded location must either take 3 damage or move to the location directly below their location. If each undefeated investigator has resigned, advance. Hint, you may wish to find what you can before you leave this place. The black and red keys represent the objects you need the most. So we're looking for the black and red keys in here.
Last action, move here.
Yeah, they're all connected. That's right.
It is the moon room. If the moon room is unflooded, resign. You don one of the empty diving suits and dive into the reflecting pool. If you control the black or red key, place each one you control in the current act. After the moon room is revealed, increase its flood level. No clues. Random nonsense. Floods. Okay, so it's an out where we wouldn't die, but we would also give up the keys that we might find down here.
Mm-hmm.
So we've discovered a route to the surface.
Right.
And it also looks awesome. Done. Okay.
Yeah, that's right. They're connected. It's good to know. So my plan of moving here and then I can move here because they're connected. That'll be helpful.
Done.
End of the round.
Everything ready?
Money and a card. That's helpful, actually.
Money. Card.
Do you mind?
Dissonant Voices goes to the dig.
That's for you.
We got a bad card. A Deep One Hatchling. Surge. And after I engage it, either lose an action or it attacks me. For 1 sanity, I'll take it on the teddy bear.
That's right. You gave the teddy bear to the little hatchling.
That's right. Look at this. 4 test on taken captive. If I fail, I am captured. Place each of my keys on holding cells. Where's holding cells? Is it on the captured card? What is that? The first time an investigator is captured, I bet we put it into play.
Yep. That's right.
Okay. Instead of failing, we're going to not fail.
Marian says you only put the keys on the act when you're designing in the moon room. That's right.
4 to 4.
My bad card?
No, I gotta take this test.
No. Meh.
All right, I'm gonna go Defiance and Quick Thinking here. +2. Take out all the negative tokens. We're in a good spot here. In fact, the Quick Thinking here is kind of a waste of time. All right, we're 5 to 4, but we're taking out all bad tokens. except for that one. So 1 and 1 from Nihilism.
There it is.
The Bronx is taking the brunt of that one. I'm going to pop this back in with Silas's ability. And then I am captured. See what that does.
You are bound and dragged deep underground and thrown into a sealed prison cell, surrounded on all sides by dripping stone walls. Your cries fall on deaf ears as your captor's footsteps fade into the distance. Remove the captured investigator from their location and return each asset in that investigator's hand slots to their hand.
The bow.
Turn that investigator's mini card sideways to indicate they have been captured. Captured investigators cannot move, fight, or be engaged. Flip the story card over to its holding cell side and put it into play. It is not on any existing row or column and is only connected to Sunken Grotto locations through its connection icons. Place the captured investigator in holding cells. From now on, whenever an investigator is captured, resolve the same effect. Return each asset in their hand slots to their hand, turn their mini card sideways, and place them in the holding cells. Holding cells. 2 clues. Hey, not bad. More information. Holding cells cannot be flooded. Enemies cannot enter or spawn at holding cells. If one would spawn here, spawn it at any Sunken Grotto instead. Action, 3 physical to break the bars, or 3 foot to pick the locks. If you control the yellow key, this test automatically succeeds. If you succeed, free an investigator who is captured here. Looks like I gotta get that yellow key.
It's helpful.
Or you can just bust out.
Only if you're getting captured, I suppose. Huh. Okay. So that was my test. Over to you. You get your bad card?
Yeah. Taken captive. You know the drill. Test 4 foot.
Oh, no. Actually, you know what? Not terrible to both get captured at the same time.
Well...
We both have a good enough stat that it's not terrible. But...
Yeah, we'd have to get out. Each of us individually. Well... 4 to 4. Here we go.
That's kind of where it is, isn't it?
It's probably not worth the card.
Bromby says, I feel like this wasn't shuffled well. I would call you out on your shuffle earlier. See how that works?
Here, let me just take a look at it. I mean, I can do some work here. Really.
How bad is it to get captured?
I mean, I feel like I can go get the story asset and clear that thing of clues.
That seems very good if you can not get captured.
Yeah. So, do you have anything you want to contribute to this?
I mean, you're not with me yet. You're not captured yet.
Oh, yeah. You said 3 was the magic number?
-3 is the best test that is
I contribute
-4.
3.
Oof.
It's fine. I wasn't going to play them anyway.
Oh, must be a good deck.
I mean, it's cards for skill tests. Succeeded.
-2. You succeeded.
I'm not being taken captive. I'm a champion.
That's right. You did it. You won.
Well, you want me to go first, see if I can free you with a yellow key if I happen to get it?
You'd have to get down there, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's just if you have the key and you get captured, you can just sneak out.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. Or if you technically are connected to it, so you can get to it from the Sunken Grottos as well. You can actually go into it and back out. So like you can free your friends. But no, I would like for you to go first, see what happens. I mean, I'm just kind of
curious.
Yeah.
Move. Fast action. I'm going to read flashback 12.
Yes. Is it an action to pull a key off a location, or is it a fast action to pull a key off a location?
Fast action, I think. You peer up at Falcon Point Lighthouse, but from much further below. To read, if you control the white key, using the white key, you peer out into the dark, stormy horizon, and something sparks memories.
And this is the Falcon Point cliffside.
You peer up at Falcon Point Lighthouse, but from much further below. You are aboard Mr. Moore's fishing vessel during your voyage to Devil Reef several weeks ago. The ship sways back and forth as angry waves thrash against its hull. Afraid it's going to be a bit rocky, the ship captain shouts out over the crashing of its tumultuous sea. Weather's been awful of late. Strange tides and stranger winds. I love it when they abbreviated in a way where I can read that accent.
I could use more of that accent, honestly.
I'll be.
I'll be. Oh, shucks. Find me.
But still, you stare up at the ominous lighthouse. It's a beacon guiding light. It's beacon, a guiding light, a warning sign, or both. Curious what knowledge he might have, you ask Mr. Moore about the lighthouse. That old thing? Been there longer than Innsmouth herself. Marsh family keeping it running. As long as I remember. Osiris is keeper now. Strange fellow, that Osiris.
Yeah, no joke, huh?
They say the only place in town he visits is the Order of Dagon, hauled by New Church Green. He shakes his head. You wonder if there are more secrets inside the lighthouse than meets the eye. Mr. Moore seems to note your curiosity. I've heard them marshes carved out caverns beneath the lighthouse, going all the way down to sea level and beyond. Don't know if that's true, but something when I'm out to sea, I'm seeing groups.
Go on.
I've seen groups of them swimming by the cliffside, all waving and kneeling like they're praying or swaying. Never really paid it much mind, but his voice grows quieter. Just thought you ought to know. You nod and thank him. If what he's saying is true, perhaps you should give the lighthouse a visit. You make a mental note to research more about Falcon Point once you return to town. When your mind snaps back to the present, you recall the legwork you'd done after the expedition to Devil Reef and the information you'd found on the vast network of tunnels beneath the lighthouse. In your campaign log under Memories Recovered, record a conversation with Mr. Moore. Choose and remove one of the following chaos tokens from the chaos bag for the remainder of the campaign.
No way, dog.
A hood, a tablet, or a gas mask. I'm going to say gas mask.
Come on, gas mask.
I mean, currently it's the -4, but who knows?
It's going to be the -4 for. I think there's one of them there.
Permanently gone.
Jasmine thinks we're wasting 7 turns because of something with how things advance or advanced. Let's make sure. Were they supposed to transfer from the last one?
Yeah, Agenda 2A. When this agenda advances, move all doom on it to the next agenda.
Mm-hmm.
The one before that. When this agenda advances, move all doom on it to the next agenda.
Yeah, that seems right. Yeah.
And the act said, Act 2B, advance the agenda directly to Agenda 3A. Do not resolve Agenda 2B. But Agenda 2A is what made that text happen.
Yeah, Agenda 2A is the problem.
Ancient Slumber saying we're playing it fine.
Okay.
All right. The lead investigator gains 1 clue per investigator from the token pool.
Lead investigator gains 1 clue per investigator from the.
So
I gain 2 clues.
Yeah. You can imagine how useful that would have been.
I already have 2 clues.
But you get 2 more. Well, we needed 6 to advance before bad things happen.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah. That's it. That's the flashback. 1 action remains.
Okay, great. Good flashback. Going to the cottage?
I'm going to move here. I'm going to trigger to get +2 to my first test. I'm going to use the fingerprint kit as my free investigate. So I'm coming in for 7 to 4.
That's a pretty good test.
Yeah.
Now that this -1 gas mask, even better.
Actually, wait. Before resolving that, can I take a fast action before this reaction?
What is the fast action?
Working a hunch.
Let's see. You can play working a hunch before you draw from the bag as a fast action.
So what about before I commit cards?
Yes.
Because what I'd like to do is work a hunch, get a clue, commit this clue to be up.
I think you can do that.
But
yeah.
I just got rid of a -4, so I think a +3 is fine, right?
I mean, you can. I think you can do that. What you want to do,
Because
you start the test and then there's fast actions, then you commit skill things. I think.
But I don't know if I want to do it.
All right. Well, that's a different question.
Because I'm so high odds to get this anyway.
Yeah.
But I'm going to use that card here no matter what. So I'm going to work in a hunch.
Yeah.
Let's go 2. Let's get a free clue. This will attach to my crystallizer. Then the question is it worth committing that card to this test?
It's worth 2 clues. I mean, there's 3 tokens that fail you.
Well, we just took a -4 out.
I think it's 3 now. Is the auto fail and 2 gas masks still?
I think I'm gonna add 1 card.
Oh yeah, you know.
As much as I don't want to add this particular card, I'm gonna add my Chthonian Stone. just to get me to 4 up. I don't want to waste a 2. It's fine.
You can play that Chthonian Stone, though, and then it would be forever.
I got a couple cards I'd rather play. Let's just see what happens. -2. All right, so I get 2 clues.
All that for nothing.
And then that's the end of my turn.
Marian's saying, oh yeah, the enemy. What happened to that enemy whenever I got captured? I think he stays where I was. That's what it seems like.
It said move him to the grotto.
Oh, the enemy?
Yeah. I think so.
I think I did say that.
I can read this.
Read the captured text. Yeah, Marian, all of them are connected to each other on the row, so it's not sequential. It's you can bounce around however you want. Or is it take captive? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it can't enter or spawn here. If it would, you sunk at the sunken grotto instead.
Okay, great. Okay.
All right.
Any sunken grotto.
End of the round. Yeah, you want to put them down here so I don't have to deal with them.
Yeah, that's gonna mess us up. Okay, so you did all your stuff?
Yep.
You done? Okay. First action for me.
Oh, you haven't gone yet.
I haven't gone yet. That's right.
I'm with it. I'm hip and with it.
I'm gonna take a chance here. I'm bummed that I've got to take this chance, but I do have to take it.
Sometimes. What's it say? The bar.
Sometimes you eat the bar, and well, sometimes
Bar eats you.
This is not a flooded location.
It can't be flooded at all.
Can't be flooded. Yeah.
They at least are decent enough to put their prisoners in places that can't drown.
Defiance and sharp vision going in. I think it's on the moon room, says Mephistor, which is interesting. When does Surge resolve? Oh, look at that Defiance.
Nuked.
So that means sharp vision's gonna fire and get me 2 clues.
Wow.
That means victory 1, and that means the blue key comes back to Silas.
We back.
Stay out of my house.
We got enough clues to get to Texas.
Okay, that is the first action there. Second action. Do you think maybe it's that Surge resolves first, I get captured, and then it comes back to try to spawn again? We don't know. Nor do we. Do we really?
We're at a layer of the game I don't understand.
Second action, we're just going to try to break out of this thing.
I mean, I think that's the play.
Yeah.
These guns were made for swinging.
Can I play assets in here?
That's why not.
I lose them when I get captured every time.
They go back to hand.
Yeah. Second action, I'm going to play the bow.
It's an expensive bow.
To break the bars. What does that even mean, though? Do I have to break the bars?
I think that's how you get uncaptured.
Does it say that, though? There's nothing that says I can't just leave that, right?
Well, it says that when you're captured, you can't move,
Oh, right.
et cetera, et cetera. So I think you have to break the bars to get out.
And that makes me uncaptured?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to take a fast action with LeBlanc. I have no money. I'm going to gain 1. And then I'm going to try to break the bars. And I'm going to do... Doesn't matter. It's 4 on 4. Or 4 on 3 no matter what I do. Either one of them. I'm going to try to break them. I'm mad. I'm also a nihilist. Let's kill the old teddy bear.
Wow.
Take 1 to Silas.
Well,
it's fine, right? We shouldn't have got rid of it for sure.
we've had a lot of those tentacles.
Yeah, you know, we're done with them probably for the for the day.
I sure hope so.
End the round. That's me. I'm still captured. Draw a card.
Yeah.
Gain a resource. Ready all the ready things that need readied. And
bad cards?
Bad cards. That's right. Demon bad cards.
8 of 10. It's for you.
Rotting Remains, test 3. Take horror for every point you fail by.
Easy peasy.
Not easy. This is a stroke of luck test if I've ever seen it. I'm going to put stroke of luck in. I could see a miracle where I don't need it. -2. So I'm at a 3 to a 3. I can take 2 horror, or I can exile stroke of luck.
2 horror is a lot.
Yeah, for a 5, I'm going to exile it. I'm going to buy it back next turn. Next game.
Do you have to pay for it again?
Yeah, so exiling is removed from your deck, basically.
Wow.
And then you got to buy it
Didn't
back.
even know that was a mechanic.
Yeah.
Here we are.
That's what rogues do, or survivors do.
Over to me?
Yeah.
Syzygy. Peril. Or he's losing $3.
Okay. That's kind of a bummer, huh?
Well, it's $3, 2 horror, or a doom. You're losing $3.
All of us?
Every investigator.
Madam's least ready. What? Every investigator losing 3? What?
Had to be done.
Why?
It had to be done.
This is a bummer.
It's a bummer, man. Then back to us.
Okay, so my plan is the same. I'm going to try to break out of jail.
Yeah, you want to start there.
Yeah.
He's a simple man, Silas. My plan hasn't changed. I'm going to break these bars.
First action, I'm going to play this teddy bear, though.
I'm picturing like a couple episodes of like Always Sunny or something where someone's in jail. And it's like it's one character for 3 or 4 episodes in a row. It keeps cutting back and it's like, what's your plan now? I'm going to try to bust out of here.
Second action, I'm going to play a quick thinking to bust out. I'm probably going to, put it back in my hand, but it's a +1 for now. It's -2. So if I leave quick thinking in, I succeed. I'm going to do that. I'm not going to get the extra action, but I will get out of jail. That's my second action there. Third action.
Where can you move to from here?
The grottos. I'm going to go here.
Okay.
I feel excited about being here. It's 3 shroud, but we can spend 2 clues to look at a revealed side of a tunnel. So this is a good way to spend these clues that I've got. I can spend...
We'll spend them all.
Fast action and just start churning.
Yeah.
Let me take a fast action to gain a resource with Little Brawl.
I'm going to go there and spend the rest of my clues too.
I'll start flipping then.
When it says look, do I also see it? Or do you see it?
I'll tell you what it is so we can look at it together. Doesn't matter. All right, 2 clues. This one.
Sure.
Clues cannot be discovered at sunken archives while it's flooded. It's a 2 clues. After it is revealed, it becomes flooded. Put the black key on it.
But how do you get the clues off of it?
After sunken archives is revealed, it becomes fully flooded. Place the set-aside black key on it.
What's the first line of text?
Clues cannot be discovered on it while it's flooded. There are mysteries yet.
Okay. Keep it looking. That's the black one?
That's the black one.
Okay.
Second action. Or second free action. Free action last of free actions.
Keep looking.
2 more clues.
We got to figure out how to unflood stuff.
The pump room. Ah! I'm a genius.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself.
Test 2 book or 2 foot. If you succeed, choose 2 locations, decrease the flood level of one location, and increase the flood level of the other. If you succeed by 2 or more, you may instead choose just one location and decrease its flood level. So we need a double pump at the tidal tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You want to take another peek?
Peek. Tidal pool. +1 shroud and stuff. After filled, randomly choose one set aside face down key and place it there without looking at it.
Which ones were face down?
We don't know they're face down. What were the face down keys? Oh, we already put one of them somewhere, didn't we?
The face down keys should be.
Oh, it says on this row. Oh, we've already failed.
What is it? Oh, can't look at that.
On this row. But we already saw it, so it's done.
Well, do you want to grab these 3, mix them up, redistribute them?
Oh, come on. What a bummer you are.
You should just be able to look at all this row.
Okay, fine. Well, I don't know if I want to spend them all to do on this row, you know?
Also, if it was random, we could just put them here.
No, that's too good. All right, I'm going to distribute these. I'm getting myself 4 clues back. Those are random. And these are random.
All right, so the purple and green are the ones that should be face down, shuffled up, and we don't know which one's which.
Okay, so we've seen that. I'll take another look here. The Shrine to Hydra. Clues cannot be discovered except by investigating. Place the set-aside red key on it.
We need that one.
Except by investigating.
So you can't, like, get free clues off of it? Or...
Yeah. While an investigator here controls the green key, it gets -3 shroud.
Okay.
Sure, let's just see the whole row, right?
Yeah, why not? Tidal pool.
Random set a key there. Okay. Okay.
And these are all connected.
Yeah. So if you snipe the green key here, this becomes -3 shroud. And then we've got to pump out this to get the black key.
Yeah. So really,
Silas is on the way to pumping.
I assume your next turn is going to come down here, get rid of this enemy.
Yeah.
And then
find the pump room.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I do know it's there.
Somewhere. All right, end of round.
Old-fashioned exploring.
Gain a buck.
Yep, you've gone, yeah?
I think so, right?
No, I started and broke out of jail, right? What did you do?
I thought we started with me. I haven't done anything yet.
You haven't done anything. No.
Right?
That's right. We started with me for sure.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, let's investigate. We're going to go +2. So I'm at 6. Let's hope it's enough.
Tough. Tough hope. It's not. It's not. Never is.
Okay. Let's think about this. I don't think I have time to keep messing with it.
It's victory 1, though.
Yeah.
And it could be a key, you know, yellow key could give you something at the end of the campaign. Or not. Maybe we can get it on the way out. You should definitely use your ability, though, this every turn, if you can.
Well, let's do this. I'm going to move, investigate. I'm going to get +2.
There you go.
Try it again.
Use the kit for +1 more.
I don't feel like it's worth spending it.
What kit?
Nailed it.
Got it. Key up. Okay, good.
All right. End of round.
Draw a card, gain a money. Going back to the world, back to my girl, back to my family and friends.
Demon.
Demon.
Bad cards.
A deep one bull. Yikes.
Ooh, he's a scary one.
That's a big daddy.
Luckily, you have that bow loaded.
After deep one bull engages you, choose and discard a card from your hand. Done. Resourceful is gone. After an investigator defeats another deep one enemy at any location, ready deep one bull and move it once towards that investigator's location. Okay, so we need to kill you. I understand.
I got a lurking deep one. I'm going to use my Waveworn Idol to take an action.
Ugh, that's a bad one too.
Yeah.
If only you'd played that bow earlier.
Yeah.
What's up, Van?
I mean, I might try to evade it at +1. No, I have a better play.
You got field work. All these freaking fish people. Can't they just stay in their lane?
Well, can I take a move action, use this? It says +2 to my next skill test this phase. Don't want to do that. So I need to do something else. But if I do anything else, take an attack of opportunity.
Not because of Jake, right?
First move action.
First move, no attack of opportunity. So you can move, evade at +2.
I think I'll just move evade.
Take 1 damage from that after he engages you.
Yeah. Because if I take an action, I'll take an attack of opportunity, right?
Yes. Is that what Waveworn Idol say?
Reaction after flow level changes or a deep one spawns at my location, exhausted. Immediately take an action. Doesn't count toward the number of actions you can take each turn.
Immediately makes me think it happens before the engagement is locked in, you know? But that's just how words get confusing.
I'm just going to say no.
You're going to say no?
And then if the chat corrects us, then I'll do it in a second.
Okay. And fieldwork does need a clue. Gotta have a clue on the location. So you're ruined all the way from Sunday. I'm going back to the world, back to my girl.
Oh no.
Back to my family. Look at this little weeny lurking deep one.
I'll go ahead and try and evade at, may as well.
Yeah.
At +0.
What can go wrong there? Definitely nothing.
Good. Okay. Overdose?
Yeah. I'm gonna kill this bull.
Doubles.
What are you gonna do?
Try to run and fail.
All right, great. Sounds like fun. You want me to go first? That's right. Regin, the driver, says, I'd say the action happens before the engage. Wait, what does it say? Oh, yeah, see, it says after a deep one enemy spawns at your location, not after it engages you.
In that case, I would draw a card.
If it said after it engages you, do a thing, then I would say you take an attack of opportunity, but it says spawns, immediately do something after it spawns. That's got to be before the engagement.
All right, I'm just going to draw a card.
Yeah.
I'm digging for foots.
Digging for foots. All right, let me try to kill this bull. I'm going to play this brute force.
Let's go. Doubles.
And my location is not flooded, unfortunately. But it's currently a 7 to a 4. You need to succeed by 2, ideally. 7 to a 4.
I think that makes you a 3 to a 4. It's like golf, but under is good.
Okay, that's a -4. So I'm going to pull this back with Silas's ability and fail. Second action.
And was that the bow?
No. Play another brute force.
Weird.
Zero.
We like that result.
3 damage.
Oh, is that if it's before I engage, I can move and not be engaged with it. That's the play.
That's how you do that.
Yeah.
I think that's the whole point of the whole crown, right? Or the idol or whatever.
If so, then we're doing this.
Big if true, right?
Extremely big.
Yeah.
Like Empire State Building.
And then last action, I'm going to shoot the bow. Maybe not. Maybe you move before it engages. Maybe you don't. We'll keep letting the chat work through that while
the chat has no idea.
While I kill this deep one bull. Success. Just barely. Wasn't easy. Bull be dead.
Is it victory?
No. Dang it. Just a turn waster.
Yeah.
Waste of time.
Okay. Whole turn.
Done. That was it. Let's see if there's any FAQ on Waveworn Idol. Watch, I'll type it in my Google machine. Waveworn Idol,
the Googlies?
FAQ, Arkham, Horror, LCG. Waveworn Idol. Okay, let's see if Arkham DB says anything. No reviews. Okay, so community has failed us. There's one of our videos that's not helpful.
We surely don't know.
Yeah, you want to see some people looking up this? It's not anywhere. It's not anywhere. There's got to be the rules for
us
this
looking up
somewhere.
rules is kind of like a reaction video.
That's true.
Yeah.
What does... How to spawn an enemy? You try to make a simple game, you know? You try to make a simple game, and then all of a sudden...
this is not simple.
Yeah.
Look at this thing. It's sprawling and glorious.
And there's just no, there's no dedicated... Isn't there, a Marvel Hall of Heroes for Arkham?
Mm-hmm.
Hall of Arkham?
Hall of Horrors?
Of Heroes?
Definitely Hall of Horrors.
Okay, check this out. We have the Think on Your Feet rogue event. Play when an enemy would spawn at your location. Immediately move to a connecting location. The enemy still spawns at your previous location.
This is after it spawns. Makes you think it would spawn first. Resolve all the spawn.
Resolve the spawn.
Then I get to do my thing.
Remember how edgy a superhero spawn was back in the day?
So I'll take the free evade and that's all we'll do. I do. It was very edgy. All right, I'm going to try to wiggle my way out of this.
Okay. So we're just going to say it engages you when it
spawns. I'm going to try to evade at +1. The fates need to be with me.
Good luck, good luck, good luck.
-2, I fail.
Yeah. And...
increase the flow level.
Yeah. Otherwise, it was a fine test, though.
Yeah, everything's good.
It worked out great.
We're going to now try it at 0.
Yeah. Can you just kill it? What's your fight stat? 1. No, you cannot. You can't kill anything. It's like you're too one-dimensional. You need an extra dimension.
I'm too weak.
You're just gonna have to, dude. You're gonna have to ferry that thing down here to a clue location so you can get +2. Otherwise, you're just wasting your time.
So much.
Yeah, you are. You are. You can keep wasting your time on these garbage tests and take damage anyway if you like. I can come up there and deal with it, man.
I need to get closer to you.
I agree.
All right, let's move. Attack of opportunity, 1-on-1.
Yeah. Jake can't take any more, can he?
Jake, it's about to be nice knowing you.
Ooh, and you're at 4th. Why do you keep losing so much health?
I'll put one of these on the crown.
Oh, you got the crown. See, you got some soaks here.
Tool. Okay. End of the round.
End of the round. You take attacks.
Enemies fight.
Yeah.
Badoop.
Everything readies.
Money in a card.
Money in a card. Here's the Nihilist now.
Doom, we're advancing.
This is not, but it doesn't transfer.
No. Locked in. Agenda 3B. Familiar, heavy breathing echoes across the slick rocks of the caverns and the stone walls of the lighthouse. You duck behind cover as you hear footsteps approaching. Then comes the loud creaking and slamming of a heavy metal door, followed by a telltale click that stops your heart dead. Someone had sealed the exit to the lighthouse above. Search all out-of-play areas for a Ciro's Marsh and spawn him in the Sunken Grotto upper depths.
Oh, whew, thank goodness.
Remove each Falcon Point location from the game, or add them to the victory display if they have Victory X and no clues on them. Move each enemy and investigate at those locations to the Sunken Grotto upper depths. Oh, cool.
Oh, dude, you're about to be on Dogpile. So what was the second instruction? Remove all the Falcon Point stuff?
These all go away. The victories go to the victory display. And then we can slide these out.
Oh, Jake prevented that last attack of opportunity.
Oh, yeah. There it is.
Don't forget about Jake.
Old Jakey Jake. Good heads up, stream.
Forgot about Jake.
Each other card at those locations is discarded. Find the 4 bottommost locations that can have their flood levels increased and increase each of their flood levels.
Can we increase locations that are not revealed? Probably, right? You can flood something. Depends on what your definition of is.
Terror at Falcon Point. Agenda 4A. The crash of waves on the shoreline echoes through the porous tunnels underneath the lighthouse. Your pulse pounds in your ears as you struggle to stay ahead of the water. Osiris Marsh gets +2 health per investigator. Locations on the same row are connected to one another. Beware, the scenario may not end when this agenda advances, but the tide will continue to rise. So, it needs 3 doom. The game will not end. It'll just, every time this hits probably, it'll raise the tide of the bottom so many locations until it's all flooded. You know, you get the drill. Meanwhile, I get Osiris, right?
Seems that way. And he's got 10 health now?
Yeah, it's an evading time. I can evade him. And then I can probably move to a location and evade this guy. First attack of opportunity is prevented. So I evade him, leave him there. Move, evade this guy.
What's his salt thing do? After he moves via Hunter, resolve his Hunter keyword again. But he can't attack this phase. Man, this guy needs to die. I want to kill this guy. He's victory too.
We already killed him once.
But it doesn't count. He came back.
He keeps coming back.
Forever? For real? Like when we flip that when he comes back, you think?
No, I don't think so.
Nah.
Oh yeah, that was okay.
This is bogus, man.
So we still get bad cards, right?
Yeah.
I'll start there and then I'll talk to you about
This
the
is
plan.
oppressive. I go first, don't I? Deep One Hatch thing on me. Surge it. That's mine. And what happens? I lose an action or I take some sanity. Back to the bear.
The bears.
Syzygy. I must.
I know. That's the one I had earlier. Good luck.
Let's put a doom on the current agenda.
Oh my goodness. Someone slap your grandma.
Someone, anyone.
All right, mine.
Oh, this is not good, man. We've lost focus of the mission here.
Title alignment.
Oh, that's not good either. Oh, it's bad. Oh, it's also very bad.
Yeah, we're going to increase the tide level at your location. Each investigator at that location takes a damage. If the chosen location's flood level is not increased, they gain surge. That's fine.
Kill your car.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Here's my play. You ready for this?
Yeah.
I'm going to evade Marsh. Start there.
Okay.
I'm going to move locations, get a free investigate. I also get +2 to my evasion attempt against Old Boy.
Mm-hmm. That's if you draw -3.
Oh, I got a deep one at my location too, and this would have been ready.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use it. I'm going to evade him now.
Yeah. That's right.
So at +2, let's start there. Back in the enemy phase.
You gained an action.
-4. Cool. Let's just freebie try. Okay. So back to the plan. I'm going to evade him.
-4 is in fact not cool.
It's very uncool. I'm going to evade him, and I'm going to move. Free investigate. Evade this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Leave him behind. I'll move again.
They'll never expect that.
They'll both be exhausted, and then you can do whatever you want.
But you got to move down here, right? Or you're stuck up there forever with the traveling fisherman. How are you going to get down here without going through him again?
Well, that's a good question.
Fool me once, fool me twice, can't be fooled again.
So if I evade one guy there, I'll move down. I get +2. No, I need a clue on something. I ignore
We
my
need you
attack.
down here getting these clues also on my.
Can you can nuke this guy, right?
Yes.
If I leave Osiris,
Yeah.
come down to you, ignore the attack of opportunity.
Sure.
Then you can nuke this guy, and we're free of him.
Yeah, he's got to die. He's got to go.
All right, let's just start here. I need to evade him. Period.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got it.
It's beautiful. This is how you evade. Ooh. This is how we evade.
We're gonna move here.
It's the kind of content Arkham players crave.
Now I'm gonna go ahead and try to evade.
90s to 2000s hip hop mashups
Is that
with
a problem?
Arkham-based lyrics is an entire YouTube channel.
Don't want to take damage.
We could be popular for that. We'll make new videos with singing.
I'm just gonna pass my other action.
No. How dare you? It's a slap in the face to Arkham players the world over.
Well, it's either that or risk this. To maybe evade him for no reason. You're just gonna punch him. Although, I could move, get a free investigate, take a damage.
It's a little harder for me to kill him that way.
Well, you know, then I just evade him. I'm just kidding. Go ahead. Get rid of him.
You're just passing actions just like that?
What am I supposed to do? You just nuked 6 actions.
Well, it doesn't help that you... yeah, you could spend some clues, fast actions, and look at some title tunnels. You got clues to spare.
But it's only on this layer, right?
Oh, we've already seen them all.
This one, too, could let us do that.
You could see him again.
Can you just punch this guy and come punch this guy?
Well, I gotta punch this guy first.
Oh, you got a lot of punching to do.
I've got a lot of punching to do, man. And I got a card to play as well, and I can't do all of this. I can't do all of this. Okay, fine. 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 Punch the D-Pun Hatchling. 5-1. Dead.
He's gone. He's knocked out.
Second action, load the bow. Third action. Kill the lurking deep one. 6-2. Dead. Shot. I love that freaking bow, man. It's a simple weapon. It's effective.
One thing about this bow is you don't ever run out of arrows.
Oh, hold on a second. After you defeat Deep One Hatchling, move the nearest ready, unengaged Deep One enemy once towards your location.
That's that thing. Can you punch him too?
No. So I would take an attack of opportunity to load the bow, and then I'll take an attack.
Couldn't you just literally punch him though?
Yeah, but then I don't kill your thing.
Why wouldn't you just shoot my thing first and then punch?
The bow wasn't loaded. I have to have an action to load the bow. It's a simple thing. Okay, so I'll take the attack of opportunity here on Cherished Keepsake, and then I'm gonna end my turn.
All right.
Are you done as well?
Yeah.
All right.
Resource.
Deep One Hatchling is gonna kill Madame LaBranche.
She gone.
1 money. Draw a card.
1 money, no family. 16 in the middle, maybe.
Silas Reddy's or Osiris Reddy's, my uncle or whatever he is.
Mr. Marsh. Dumont.
Everything Reddy's.
Bad card.
Yeah.
Let's party. This is how we do it.
Go, go, go. Increase the flood level of the nearest location. The gap's flood will increase. Can this be fully flooded?
Yeah, sure can.
All right, it is. Ergo, we need to move out of it.
We need oxygen.
Oxygen. Get to the high ground.
Kiss of Brine. Test 2 physical. Increase the difficulty by 2 if you're at a flooded location.
What happened?
It's a 4 physical test.
Okay, well that seems not doable by you. And what happens if you fail?
I can't gain resources or draw cards.
That's fine.
Okay. 4-1.
Uh-oh. Take a damage.
Take a damage from this.
Wait, it does a damage as well?
Mm-hmm. Cool. Goes in my play area. All right. But we're free now.
You're getting a little dunkarood.
Let me start moving.
Yeah.
Let's move here. Can't draw a card because dumb. Sunken Grotto. Fast action.
You can look at these things.
Yeah, we're going to be doing that.
Look at all of them, dude.
Yeah.
You want to look at all of them?
Oh, yeah.
Underwater cavern. Move from underwater cavern to any flooded cave location.
Huh. That's all it does.
So that you could get back up to...
Yeah. If you accidentally...
Wait, you get up to the moon room.
We like that. This is the pump room.
Oh, good to know.
And this is Deep One Nursery. If you control the purple key, you compare the purple key to the oversized eggs littering the flooded chamber and recall something. Read flashback 13.
The purple key.
It will become fully flooded as soon as we go there.
We're going to have to work... I need 20 turns to work this freaking pump room.
We're going to have to be pumping like crazy.
Yeah.
Let me look.
We got 2 clues every year, whatever that's worth. Nothing, right?
Nothing.
Just nothing. Is that fully flooded, this one? It's not, is it?
No.
It's a normal flood. We got a puzzle to solve, man.
I mean, I can go start pumping.
And what is this?
We need that to be revealed, though.
Clues cannot be discovered while it's flooded. After it is revealed, it becomes fully flooded, yeah. Place such a black key on it.
If you could reveal it, I'll go to the pump room and start pumping.
Yeah.
So we'll pump.
But it's not your turn. You're in your turn right now.
Yeah. So. Oh, that's right. Maybe I'll go reveal it. And you can start coming to pump.
That's just wasting so many actions.
Well, if I move, then you can move, pump. Next round you can pump, hopefully clear it. And
run the black key or bust. But Osiris Marsh is also going to hunt twice. And slap you.
Really?
Yeah. Because he's got the hatred of the deep or whatever. He's worth his salt.
Can you destroy him?
He's 10 health. I mean, I can destroy him over the course of 2 to 3 turns.
Perhaps we should destroy him.
We should bro up. I think it's time.
So I'm going to... I think so. I'm going to gain money. I'm going to play my bow.
I'm over this.
And then it comes in loaded.
Now, as long as we get to only a halfway flooded location, we're breathing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't gain resources. Devil?
Wow, just at the perfect time. So next turn, you're going to play the bow and shoot. We know that's happening.
Yeah, I'm going to move here so he doesn't hunt me. Let's just flip this. Next turn, I'll have free money anyway.
If you want to go here, you can get a clue. It doesn't matter, though. What's this guy? That's a purple key memory location. Okay. And then this guy, it becomes fully flooded. This is the black key, the black keys. Anybody that knows the black keys will really appreciate that. This is the Hydra one.
Jack White.
Red key goes here. It's victory 1 for 4. But you really need the green key to do anything there. And this is a random key. It could be green, could be purple. This one's the most interesting.
I mean, these are good spots to go to. But he can get there in 2 moves.
He's definitely dunking on everybody.
Yeah, but if you come here, he's going to move to this location.
Yeah.
We can both enter the room and bow him.
Now, worth noting. After he makes a second move with his 100 keyword, he cannot attack this phase. So he will not... Wait, this phase. So he will move to us and engage, but he will not do an attack that turn.
Then I'm not wasting my time moving here.
Okay.
But I can't gain money or draw cards.
You're 16 in the middle of Miami, basically.
What can I do instead?
What can I do? You can't draw cards either? Boy, the game really knows how to just throw it at you, doesn't it?
What am I even supposed to do?
Nothing. You can do nothing. Nothing can be done. You can do nothing. Absolutely nothing. You're done. Dreams are over.
I'm still gonna move here so it doesn't attack me when I swing the bow or play the bow.
You can get clues. I don't know.
Yeah. I can do that. Go ahead.
You could technically pump. Choose 2 locations, increase the flood level of one of them, and increase the flood level of the other. So we could fully flood the moon room, for instance.
If it's unflooded, we can resign. So we need to unflood that. Let's go ahead and take the book.
Oh, is that the only way out?
Yeah. Well, I my action was moving, so I don't have a bonus action.
Okay.
But I just moved there because he's gonna move here. I can play the bow, step in the room, shoot the bow.
Did you move? You only had 2 actions, right? Just move down and over?
That's right. I'll test it.
You can pump.
Yeah.
So what do we want to pump? Where are we pumping?
Well, I want to remove here and put 1 here or something.
Okay. I'm with that. You could use your kits as Mephisto.
Head by 2, failed anyway.
And even worse than that.
Is my location flooded? Does that count as flooded?
Yeah.
Take a damage. Cool. Over to you. Someone got me to take a test.
I do often underestimate how bad your skills are. Our previous Arkham decks, I feel like we're better than these. You ever feel that way?
Eh.
You ever feel like the game is better than you this time, but we were better than the game last time?
Sometimes you're better than the game. Sometimes the game's better than you.
Sometimes you eat the game. First action, let's kill this hatchling. Got my crown on.
Stab him.
Dead.
Got the +1.
That's when you want the +1
when you
for
need
sure.
it,
Yeah. Ideal timing. Wait, oh no, wait. If I do that, he's gonna... That would cause him to move and engage me. This is maybe the worst game ever made.
You're gonna invade him? Leave old baby man?
Maybe I do. Just bring Marsh here, then evade Marsh, OC, and then I go look at the black key. Let's do that. Kill this, causes this deep man to move. Second action, evade. Actually, I have no skill cards for this. So it's +1 for the headdress. So it's 5 to 2.
T Swifty are saying that this is also a harder campaign than some of the other ones.
Success, -2. He's evaded.
Yeah.
Last action.
Yeah, this is
move
perfect.
to the key room.
Now we're just counting on me to pump this to the moon.
Pump it and don't die. Those are the things that you need to do. Come in with 2 clues. Wait.
And it's full. You're fine. You didn't start there.
I didn't start there? Or am I dead now?
Well, you went from fully flooded to fully flooded.
Well, I went from fully flooded to a location that then became fully flooded. You know, maybe there was a gasp.
We would have known that.
Before.
Maybe you should go the other direction for now.
For real, though?
Yeah.
So this would kill us?
I don't know. Is that what happens when you don't go to get air?
Isn't it somewhere written down somewhere? Fully flooded, what does that say? At the end of the investigation phase.
Each investigator at a fully flooded location must either take 3 damage or move to the location directly below their location. Hop down 1.
I'll do that. I'll see that.
And it is fully flooded. That still stays up. That stays up.
It was not fully flooded when you entered. Everyone says we're good.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just going to stay there.
But you end there, so then you still have to trigger that text.
Now, is there just general flood text somewhere that is known in the game?
Yeah.
Okay, so then I do come down or take 3 damage.
Let me read this.
He gets extra evade? What the heck? Hold on a second. Why do they put so much text on all these cards? It's hard to play the game with all this text. Anyway. +2 available as location is flooded. Now hold the phone here. Okay? Hold on to the phone. Because of all the text that the cards add to the game, I need to reverse everything that has happened so we can make an informed decision as a team. Okay?
It's rough.
Because sometimes you have to read the cards.
That does help.
Silas starts with a deep 1 hatchling. Engage with him in a fully flooded, sunken grotto.
All right, we're back.
Now, Silas kills the deep 1 hatchling. Osiris March walks down, engages. Evasion stat is a 4, not a 2, because the location is flooded. Ergo, I'm only at +1 on the test, a test that no conceivable sane person would ever do. So. Ergo, yet again.
You probably move, take an attack of opportunity.
I'll probably evade the deep 1 hatchling. Move to the black key room. And then load the bow. Move down to the bottom corner. You finding more text that matters?
There you go.
Okay. Okay. So evade the deep 1 hatchling is the first option. I think the only thing I'm going to be doing is trying to kill Osiris Marsh. You David Blaine me?
Look in your pocket.
It's a tentacle. Okay. Hatchling is evaded. Second action, move, roll up. Oh no, it's flooded fully. 2 clues. Third action, load the bow.
End of round, you bounce down.
End of round, bounce down.
Look at you. That was a good turn.
It's really good when you get to take it 5 times. 2 clues on. Not that they matter, right? Is it going to be one of these things where they suddenly matter?
Oh, that's also fully flooded.
Why? Yeah, because it says it does.
Take 3. I don't think it triggers multiple.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't.
All right, end of the round. Gain $1. This goes away.
Gain money. Gain $1. You're going to die. We're all aware of that.
No, I'm not gonna die. I got tricks in different area codes.
Okay, great.
All right, Dumont.
Yeah, advance, right?
Yeah. The tide continues to rise. Find the bottommost locations that can have their flood levels increased. Increase each of their flood levels. If you cannot, proceed to resolution 3. Otherwise, flip the decision to back over and continue playing.
Done.
And this guy.
Oh wait, these guys
right?
all did their
He
thing.
hunt.
He hunt. Yeah. Yikes. He's a scary old fish man, dude. Look at him with his little harpoon. Ugh, he's creepy. He's creeping me out. We need to kill this guy. We can't kill him though because everything's flooded. We gotta get out of here.
We can though.
This has gone sideways. Oh yeah, we can.
You can like bounce up to here.
And we can go here. If you give us a couple of good pumps, if you do 2 pumps moon room, I can do cave move, get the key. I've got what I need to get the key, man.
Problem is, if I pump. Oh, you know what? If I pump, move, he's going to move into my location, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then I can use this to take the move action.
Well, notably, if you pump, move, you take 3 damage, right?
Yeah.
Because you end in a flooded place. Unless, no.
So I think I'm just taking the damage.
you can also make it go into the sunken archives. So it's not between you. Just needs to end one connection away. Oh. We can put it here? I don't think we want it there, do we? This old boy?
No, because that's not closer to you.
It wouldn't be a proper hunting.
It has to hunt towards us.
Yeah.
Let me think about this.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hold on. How much damage is he doing?
Is he a 2/1 guy?
+1, +1. 2/2.
And after he swings once, this goes away, I think, yeah? Yeah. When he attacks, it deals +1/+1, and then you discard this, and then he's a 1/1 from then on out. I just want to kill this guy so bad.
Here's what I could do. I could pump 3 times. I can clear this. I can clear this. On your turn, you can go here.
You're going to go down with the ship?
Get the key. Because he'll hunt to me as well, right?
But you're going to take 3 damage and die, right? At the end of your turn.
That's true.
Because the flood, you're dying. You're flooded. We need a better plan.
I mean, the other option is me actually trying to survive, which would mean I have to move here, use that to move somewhere. Let's say here. And then do something. I could pump once and then do that. But then...
Move.
There's no way we're going to double pump that.
Move, pump, move. I take 3. Mr. Marsh comes over and wrecks me.
Oh, yeah. How about we doing counter cards?
Oh, no.
You're first.
Oh, no. Really? For real?
Mm-hmm.
Riding remains. Let's throw a Fearless at it. Or even better. Gosh, am I going to play these cards? These are good cards, man.
My card is going to inform our decision.
Additional chaos token. Currently a -1. -2. So -3 total. Increase the flood level, doesn't matter. I fail, that's a -3. I'm currently at a 4. So I fail by 2, which means I take 2 horror. Or I'm going to put this back in and take 3 horror. No. I'll take. Am I going to be going here to get the thing?
I hope so.
All right, we'll put it back in and take 3. No, leave it out. Take 2.
Swap.
It's so bad.
Yeah. All right, mine.
Yes.
I get a Frozen in Fear.
Oh, what does that say?
First time I move, fight, or evade, it costs me an extra action.
Okay, well, it's like a triple pump to me, man.
Oh, yeah, I'm pumping and dumping. Put my body out back. All right, X-Wing players. That is time on the round. We're going to pump.
She's not long for this, bro.
I'm going to commit 2. We're ahead by 4.
Oh, mercy. Why are you such a martyr?
I guess technically I could decrease the flood level of the pump room.
As your 3rd pump?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But then Cyrus is going to have something to say about it.
When he moves into my room, I can invade him.
Oh, yeah, dude. You're in. Triple pump. That's a triple pump right there.
Pump. Let's go.
And it just has to be not fully flooded. Just 1 D-pump here is all you need.
Yeah.
So a double success here.
We get the first one.
First pump. Where's the other one?
Let's go.
What's the other location you're flooding?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, wait. If you win by 2 or more, you don't have to increase something else. What was your pump skill? Do we have any static buffs? Like, why are we walking around without any static buffs in our decks? Oh, hey, hold on. We got to redo it. We got these out. Sorry. Oh. Time on the round. Okay.
So I'm ahead by 4.
You're ahead by 4 in the pump. How?
Yeah, I had +2.
Oh.
I'm going to get +2 to each of these.
Okay. So first pump. Wait, choose your locations first. You're going to decrease here and increase where?
No, you test first.
Oh, okay.
If you succeed.
Yeah.
Succeed. So I'm going to decrease here. And I succeeded by more than 2.
So you don't have to do anything else. You don't have to increase anywhere.
All right. So we're going to pump again.
Or maybe, should you save yourself as the first guaranteed pump?
Yeah, sure. I'll go +2.
Hilarious.
Okay. I'll go +2. -2, so I'm still ahead by 2. So I'll reduce that by 1, yeah. And then that'll be my turn.
Aside from that tentacle, that was really, really great, yeah?
Yeah, we gave ourselves a chance.
What's that idol say?
This one?
Mm-hmm.
After flood level changes or after a deep one spawns in my location, exhaust it. Take an action as though were my turn.
After the flood level changes, you change the flood level of the pump room.
Mm-hmm.
You can immediately take another action.
But I want to save it for when he moves.
And it says if he moves into your location, you get to do some stuff?
Oh, spawns your location. That's a different text box. So really, I shouldn't worry about this. Hold on. Let's think about this. Unless you go evade him.
Yeah, I say you hold where you were, take your 4th action as an extra pump, and then I'm gonna roll into him and try my best.
So I'm gonna attempt to pump again, but now I'm only hit by 2. -4. He's gonna move here. Does he immediately attack me, or is that?
No, he doesn't. And in fact, it's okay. Because then we can get Silas in the pump room.
That's right.
I can move to pumpers.
And evade him?
Engage him and evade him. And then he stands up and engages one of us.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either, man. I don't either. There's 1,000 ways we're losing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a matter of how we would like to go about it.
I think you just move, pump.
Can you go lock yourself in jail or something?
I'd have to move here first, which is where the enemy was. I don't think that works.
Move, pump, evade. No, I can't evade him because I wouldn't be engaged with him.
You can let me go. Move, pump, move.
But
you also need this one to be unclustered.
But how sad it is. Is that the only way out? Do we know that?
I mean, if you move and evade him, we at least get another turn where I can pump and evade.
You pump, engage, evade? That's a stinky turn.
But I mean, like, these have to go, or we're just doing nothing anyway.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you do have President Fear there, too.
Yeah, I'll test it. So 3 to 3, and I'll add 2.
It's a card that can save your life.
Don't think so.
It's extra health.
And I fail. and I die. No, Jay can take the damage. It doesn't matter. I die when my guy goes in a second anyway. The bag was mean to me today.
You're dead, right? I mean,
don't try to save me.
We're looking at your remains at this point. Move. And there's just no way to get out, is there? The pump room is the only way to get out. We've got a pump.
Yeah, I do think it's move, pump, pump. You need to clear both of these. And then the enemy will attack me. I'll go away, then I'll engage with you.
Engage me.
You essentially have to evade and run.
Yeah. All right, let's move.
At least, hey, the keys will be where I'm at too when I go away, right?
Are they fast to grab?
I think so.
Yeah, I think they are. All right, let's pump with feet. Foot pump. It's only a 4 to a 2, so it's not great to us, man.
It's better than not.
Okay. First pump. Success.
You gotta increase one though.
I'm not giving myself a way out unless it's the last thing I do. Go down with the ship.
That's right.
Oh, that's right. You drop your clues, so the keys are done for. You've already got a memory though. We got a memory out of this whole scenario. One memory.
So I really should have just spent all my clues here.
Yeah. If we knew you were gonna die.
I assume.
Let's pump again. It's a -4. And what does it say?
Nearest ready unengaged enemy moves towards your location.
Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool. End of the turn?
Mm-hmm.
You dead. Pinata yourself. Keys and clues. Mr. Marsh comes here to angle me. And I get a card of money. That's a very appropriate card to get at this point.
Luckily you're a nihilist, so you don't care.
All right. Doom on and then give me a bad card, would you?
This one's for you.
Hideous Lullaby. Find the deep one enemy with the highest fight value. Test X, where X is that enemy's fight value. If you fail, take 2 horror. X brain. Fight value is 4. This is a 2 to a 4 if I've ever seen one.
Well, you know, sometimes you eat the game.
Let's make it a 3 to a 4. We'll get that +1 of that superstar. Here we go, superstar. -2. Increase the flood level, which we can. In fact, and I'll take 2 horror. So hey, we're scared of things. Things are scary here in Silasville.
All right.
All right, but now, the one thing the enemy never expected. Let's evade with daring. Commit only to a skill test during an attack or an evasion. They gain retaliate and alert for the duration after it ends draw a card. So I'm going to have a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for the headdress. 8 to 4.
All right.
Stats we live for.
It would be a perfect time.
-2. Evaded. Draw a card with daring.
All right. There is a chance.
Second action. Pump. Using feats. It's 2 to 4.
Yep, it is what it is.
No way around that. 2 to 4. Here comes a superstar. Reveal another token there. Another chance at a superstar. Here we go.
Oh my goodness.
It's a 0 test. And it's a -4.
And then this guy moves here.
Dude, let's go. Stacking them deep. We're selling them cheap. What else happens? Is this going away yet?
You dead.
That doesn't happen there. Okay. And then the end of the turn, I've got one action left. I suppose I'll try to pump again. I can't pump. Let's punch the youngling. Punch the hatchling. Here we go.
And we'll do it all again next time.
Hatchling.
Oh my god.
4 + 1 is a 5. -4
I
still
thought you
hits.
failed. I was like, oh my
crazy.
goodness.
And what did I have to do? Lose an action or he attacks me when he engages me? Did he engage me?
Lose an action or it attacks you.
It doesn't matter. It's all death. It's all death. It's all death.
Lose an action, and then he kills you. So probably lose the crown?
But then if I lose the crown, my punch doesn't work.
Yeah. So you died.
Let's just kill him.
You definitely are a nihilist.
All right, sideways.
If no resolution was reached because the investigator was defeated and it's agenda 1, 2, or 3, it's not. If it's agenda 4, skip to resolution 3. All right, here we go.
We didn't do the worst possible.
I think we got close. All right, you panic as the water levels rise all the way to the ceiling of the cavern. There's no air left to breathe. You feel the currents pulling you deeper and deeper below the surface, where the bulging, glowing eye of deep ones lie in wait. Desperately, you swim up to the cellar door of the lighthouse. Your only hope is to force it open and crawl up into the building above, where sweet oxygen awaits. You shove and push with all your might, hoping, imagining, praying that any moment now your strength will spring the hatch open. Your lungs are about to burst. No, this cannot be the end. You struggle and fight for survival, but the lock does not budge. Hungry for air, your lungs give. Your throat fills with cold salt water.
Oh, this is horrible.
The sensation of your ankles being gripped by webbed hands is the last thing you feel.
It's like what we're talking about, like watching a show that's depressing.
Oh, you ready for this?
Yeah. Did we finish the campaign before the end?
On the upside, we have finished the campaign before the end of the year. Each investigator is killed. The investigators lose the campaign.
Oh man, it's over.
We did it.
Wow. It's a Christmas miracle, really. Well, that solves the scheduling problem, doesn't it?
Man, that schedule, and we have 3 weeks left, so that's 3 weeks of champions. Here we go to finish that campaign.
Oh, mercy. You know what's funny? I actually like that better than City of Archives. It definitely felt like if you didn't get out, like you probably died. Because you were dying.
Ancient Slumber says, I had no idea this happens if you lose here. LOL.
No one's ever lost.
Also, Spanner saying, well, it's funny. So we get a different resolution if we lose and the agenda is at 3 or lower. But because it was at 4, that's the resolution we get.
They think we were pushing our luck.
So if you do good enough that you got to the end, like the final agenda, you die if you fail.
But they think we're being like cute and trying to push.
Meanwhile, just being
harder.
mediocre at the game.
We're just trying to find a key, man. We're just trying to find a key. That's hilarious.
Yeah, like, it's a really interesting possible resolution. So one of the things we've been talking about in Champions is, when comparing to Champions, is the fail forward mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is the first time I've experienced the just fail mechanic.
Mm-hmm. And
we got close. There were a couple. I remember early on, even Forgotten Age people like, "Oh man, if you had missed this test, you would have died."
Mm-hmm.
Like you were that close.
This was like the worst bag I've ever had. Today,
it felt really bad.
It was a no-win bag.
I kept getting 3s and 4s.
It was a no-win bag today.
I also everything just felt not quite good enough.
Mm-hmm.
So like we had 1 clue short of advancing, and then the thing made us lose all our clues.
Yeah.
And I felt like I was just wasting so much.
We're wasting a ton of time. And it's kind of a small. Sometimes these kill scenarios just kind of put you out of your misery. Mm-hmm. You can just start over with better decks.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was gonna say. Is like,
it felt consistently bad in this entire thing.
If you're gonna die, I think the last scenario is a fine place to die.
Is this the last one?
No.
Oh, okay.
Or like early enough that you don't. Like, it's close to too far in to be dying.
How many more after this?
2.
That's
75%.
It's just a little shorter than normal. It's just a little shorter. This is the first time I've actually died from a scenario as well, which really speaks to the quality of play that you're bringing to the table, because I've never done this bad.
Hey, to be fair, this is what, our 3rd or 4th campaign, 5th campaign?
Yeah, that's right. But think about the high-flying adventures of Tony Zeros and Skulls. What was Skull Jazzman?
Tony Zeros, and Joe Diamond.
There was Joe Diamond. There was
musician
Mandy with the pendant Queen Mandy.
Well, that was Tony Zeros and Mandy.
Yeah,
and Mandy is like banned now.
Yeah,
because that deck was that
playing an awesome deck.
Then there was Joe Diamond and
Jim Culver with the magic and the bag manipulation. I felt like I was like a hostage. Sister Mary with the gun.
We had the Dream Eaters, so it was half Sister Mary and someone, and then Dexter Drake and someone else. Trish.
You can tell who we actually liked.
So you had Sister Mary.
I had Min.
I like Trish.
Yeah.
Trish the Dish.
Trish was fun. We were playing the investigator starters for one of them as well. Right?
What did we do that with?
What was that?
Did we do a campaign like that?
I hope not. Did we do that for real? I think we did do that.
Circle and Done, I think.
And we did pretty well.
Yeah, we did.
The starter decks are better than what we put together with the entire catalog.
That's why I was laughing.
Maybe we should stick to the starters.
I mean, so I felt like my deck wasn't horrible. I just felt like it was so focused on clues, basically, because like that game, if I can't move to locations and have clues, I'm just not doing anything.
Yeah, you're not doing a lot.
Yeah.
And you know what we didn't have passive buffs. Our stats were like bad the whole time. They never got better, right? We didn't have any of the allies that make your stats better, or like assets that make your stats better.
Yeah.
I barely even had cards that made my stats better, and that's my whole thing.
But I think part of it is, if this was the only game we were playing and this happened, it's like, okay, like let's build new decks and try again. Because I felt like we were, from the first scenario, barely winning. Like one of us survived and barely. It was ugly.
Arkham.
There were like 3 or 4 in a row that were just like ugly.
This is bad Arkham.
Which is cool to see that it can be this way, right?
Yeah. Huh. That is pretty interesting, huh? As T Swifty says, sometimes Arkham just does Arkham things and crushes you, but that makes the close victories like the Carcosa finale so much better. I must agree.
Yeah, we actually were able to make it out.
It makes, you have to have stakes, right? At a certain point, this is so much better than City of Archives to me.
Well, I would rather die than become a bug. Like, if we had 2 more scenarios and we were going to have to be fish people after drowning.
It's like a slap in the face, right?
It's like, I didn't sign up to play a fish person. Right? Like,
I love the idea because it feels so easily like they could have done that. You're just a fish person. You have like 2s as all of your stats, and you just want to get to water.
Yeah, we could totally be anglerfish looking dudes, right? They're just merling around.
We totally could. That's right.
Yeah.
I think as Retro Dynasty, I love the scenario, to be honest, even though it can clear. I don't have a problem with the scenario. I think the scenario was banging, actually.
Yeah.
I think it was doing everything Arkham wants to do. I think we were bad.
Yeah.
I think our decks were bad. I think we wasted a ton of actions. I think we caught the wrong side of that bag 24/7 during this scenario.
Like, this is the least efficient I've ever gathered clues or seen someone do damage.
Yeah.
Like,
so bad.
Neither of us were like...
so bad. Like, what are we even doing?
Yeah.
What's even our plan here?
You know, one thing that could be cool, so this obviously concludes this chapter for us.
Yeah, it sure does.
But, so Edge of the Earth is about to come out.
Mm-hmm.
I assume that first campaign we'll start next year is going to be Edge of the Earth. New campaign, new investigators. But then we should be playing faster than they're coming out at that point. It's the first time we've ever been caught up.
Mm-hmm.
We have now played every campaign on stream at least once.
We can't even really start Edge of the Earth until we're like 5 packs in, right?
There's no packs.
Oh, right.
The whole box comes out Friday.
Awesome. Supposedly.
The whole thing, right?
Yeah.
So, and all the investigator cards, everything from that release is out.
Yeah.
But this is one I would definitely retry.
I'd love to retry it.
I wouldn't mind retrying it with highlight decks.
You want to take the heat?
Well, just revisiting characters that we've already played.
Yeah.
integrating any new cards that maybe work for them, and then trying this one again.
I was even thinking about doing a replay with Silas, but spending like 8 hours thinking about what deck I actually could build for Silas.
Yeah.
Because I was taking the Silas concept from like years ago that was working. And the Fire Axe just ain't it anymore. It's not enough. The Arkham enemies have gotten too good.
Yeah.
They've gotten way better.
Yeah.
Also, what's funny is how this looks. We were looking at this earlier.
It is very funny. Retro now apparently saying you also get unlucky in another way, which is the pump room can be at the top, which gives you a lot more time.
Yeah, it would make sense. It'd be kind of crazy to go to the flooded bottom to pump the bottom.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that story happening, but that does make it tough.
So, what do you think about Ursula?
I think she's fine. Like, a free investigate can be really good, but there is a lot of times where it's doing nothing.
Yeah.
She's my least favorite yellow character so far.
Really?
Like, I really like Tony. He was green. Joe Diamond. Joe Diamond is what I meant.
So you've only played one yellow character.
Well, then I also played Trish.
She's yellow?
Is she yellow? She's green. I like green. Weird.
Reed, I don't like the yellow characters. Okay. Got it. And even Jim Diamond or whatever, Mr. Diamond is
only kind of a yellow character.
Only kind of yellow. He's kind of a crossover character. So maybe
you're gonna be the one that saves me.
I want to maybe idea it on a Silas deck coming back to
when we come back here
and like do it justice.
Yeah.
For the marshes.
And I need to know what that deck is so I can build around it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's another thing that kind of happened. We built decks to fill certain roles, and it loosely built it together, but not really. The deck building, this is definitely the sloppiest it went so far.
I do think these are some of the harder. There's not a clear direction for these investigators as much as there is for others either. Like Silas is like, include skill cards. But skill cards fundamentally in Arkham are not the strongest. So sometimes maybe I min-max too hard into skill cards. I'm just thinking, like, I look at Jim Culver and it's like, okay, there's something there. So you see a concept arise. I have to look at this. And we'll have new Edge of the Earth player cards too.
Whole box.
So that could change the game for us.
Yeah. There also might be an investigator there that I'm excited to bring back to. We'll just see. But I'm happy for you to try Silas again. I definitely think we were not in a 2-player game. I think you have to have 2 characters that are doing work.
Yeah, like we have to be pulling our weight.
Yeah, and like honestly, like having a character that just can't fight is really tough in a 2-player game.
In your backpack.
Yeah. But like to get the clues we needed, I had to play the fingerprint kit instead.
Yeah, and the kit is a little bit expensive, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
It feels expensive for 3 extra clues.
Yeah.
A little 4 for 3.
But it's less about the extra clues and more about the time.
Yeah.
Because if you're moving into a room and getting her free investigate, grabbing 2 at a time.
That's sick.
Instead of just sitting in the one room.
Yeah.
It's action compression.
Yeah, it's the way it should work. All right. Well, hey, we'll do Edge of the Earth when it started next year, probably.
Yeah. So
I'm on vacation for like 8 years.
You are taking a nice
December to January.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. We may end up streaming Arkham again. I mean, it's kind of weird though. We have the holiday tokens that are coming, so be aware of that. Check your inbox. But
we could also here's another thing we could do, since we're just talking ideas on the stream. We could actually we could come in for an Arkham stream that is looking at all the Edge of the Earth player cards.
That sounds like a good idea.
And do like an unboxing style thing and talk about the new
we have time
holiday
for that.
Stuff.
We should do that.
Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah, we'll look at all the Edge of the Earth cards, which will be good. We can kind of talk about potential decks that we might want to play in that campaign. I'm not doing a deck building stream. It's too much.
No, it's too hard.
Hurts
we could look at investigators, look at the new investigators. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Unbox that whole thing. So we'll probably do that either next week or the week after that, and then we'll come back in next year, Edge of Earth, and then this is a campaign I want to revisit.
I do too.
I don't think a snare is a problem.
It kind of inspired me. It's like I want to beat this thing.
Yeah.
Like how dare they beat me? I won't let them do that.
Yeah.
These designers.
I'm excited to see if new decks changes anything.
Oh, it absolutely will change things.
I hope so.
We're not going to lose again, man. Never again. 2021 was the last time we lose.
At Arkham.
At anything.
Now, there's two ways that could be true.
We're only winning.
Either.
From now on.
We actually do only win. That's awesome. Or we don't play it again. And then it's also true.
That's true. No, I'm going to beat this. I'm going to beat this. All right, everybody. Hey, thanks so much for joining us. I hope, if anything, there's some levity for other people who have lost like this.
Yeah.
Which there's tons of us out there. And it's I'm sure it's kind of frustrating if you see everybody just winning all the time. And a lot of people don't post content where they lose.
That's right. I mean, we did.
I mean, we have no choice.
It was live.
We're streaming. If we were making a choice, we'd still post it. Yeah.
We could take it down, I guess. It'd be funny.
Yeah. You guys saw the last year.
Just like, no, it didn't happen. Suddenly the screen goes black and we're about to lose. It's like, oh, the electric went out.
You just start streaming it like the next week. All right, we're back. We're going to be playing. What scenario is this? Like as if it never happened. Yeah. It'd be very Arkham they do. But no, seriously, thank you so much for watching, everybody. It's a fine thing to be killed in Arkham. It's great. And then we'll come back in and try to beat it next time. We'll do Edge of the Earth as our next full campaign. And then revisit this and beat it next time.
I say that, but who knows if we'll have card images.
Oh, that's true.
So we might be doing this next anyway.
Who knows what we'll be doing. We've also got Arkham Holiday compatible Arkham compatible holiday products.
Tokens compatible with the Arkham Horror
compatible
LCG.
With Arkham iTokens. Those will be hitting probably this week. So keep your inboxes open and hang out in the Discord or whatever.
I was going to say Discord, and then we have a community texting number.
Text us on this number.
Text it in. It's basically updates outside of social media. So I send most of the stuff that we post to social anyway, but you don't have to be subject to the algorithms that are Facebook and Twitter and stuff. And then also I try to text stuff a little early to people on that list. So like if we're about to launch something, whatnot, you can... just text anything you want in, say hi or whatever. But then
Zach will literally respond to you.
Yeah, after that point, you can reply with games that you play, and we'll tailor the updates you get to those games.
And you can talk about NFTs if you want.
That's true. If you have any interesting articles you want to share, link them up.
Share them up. So we got that coming. We've always got our investigator products, etc. We've also got the expansion subscription for Arkham. So just in case anybody's curious about it, we do get questions from time to time. 2 questions, really. One, is it for both the campaign expansions and the player expansions? The answer there is yes. We designed it in a way that if they come out at the same time, we can do one charge, one shipment, and get them both to you, which they almost did here recently. They should have, but they didn't. And so we were also, that subscription, we're able to ship and split those payments. So basically, we charge for the player expansion, ship that to you, and now this week, we're going to charge for the campaign expansion, ship that to you, assume those products actually arrive to us from Asmodee. So that's the first answer, so you can sign up for that, and it just means you'll definitely get every player expansion, campaign expansion that is new. Because the second question is, will you be serving the reprints through the expansion subscription? We added a line to that description that says it's only new, new content. So because the reprints are not new content, they are not moving through the Arkham expansion subscription. We looked at doing that, and it was just too confusing for us and for everybody else involved. So hop on a sub. We got plenty of products to make your Arkham experience better, and we also have the holiday tokens coming up. Did I miss anything else? Have a great holiday season. Yeah. I imagine we'll probably see you again before the end of the year, but if we don't, which we may not also, depending on card images and whatnot, hope you have a great season. And man, I'm just looking forward to it in a weird way.
Yeah, the holidays.
I'm not fully let's see a bunch of people yet, for me personally, but it's kind of a longing, nostalgic thing going on where it's like I'm like listening to Christmas music, which I never really do. Yeah.
I think the break helped, but I'm looking forward to just the holiday season. I could use some positivity and optimism.
Yeah.
Around.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Which is why we play Arkham.
Positivity and optimism. I should put it on the box.
All right, everybody. Hey, take care, stay safe, and we'll see you soon.